How's everybody doing tonight? We got a hell of a subject to cover tonight, and I think you guys are gonna freaking love it. This subject is just something else. I came across part of this stream and figured I gotta share a little bit of this story with you, talk a little bit with you about good old Nick Ricada here, and kind of who he is and what he does, and the deep end of a rant that this guy went off on. Oh my god, you guys. Let me fucking tell you. It's something else. Uh if you're I'm going to give you a trigger warning probably right up front. If you are like not digging the fact that this dude is going to probably say some racist, some bigoted, some horrible shit about suicide and everything else, you probably don't want to listen to this stream. Put your earplugs in, go find some chill vibes somewhere else. If you want to laugh, if you're here for a good freaking time, you came to the right place. Tonight, this is going to be fun. So anyway, this here is Mr. Nick Ricada. Mr. Nick Ricada is a lawyer up in Minnesota. He has been dabbling a little bit on YouTube, a little bit on Local, which is another streaming service. He also does Rumble and a couple other things. Nick got really big, back with the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff, really. That's kind of what really rocketed him. He does more kind of the legal live trial kind of like, given trying to make it easier to digest what's going on, hoping to maybe make it make sense for the average guy on the street. And he took off with the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff. He shot up to really like meteoric popularity. He even was featured on a Netflix documentary. As you can see, Nick's been posting videos for well over 5 years now. By far his most popular video, if you go into it, where in the heck am I? The videos here. I'm sure he's even got videos older than that, but like as you can see, this guy goes live a lot. And, he covered the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing. He's also had a couple legal battles of his own. If you search him around the internet, I'm sure you're going to find that his name pops up with a lot of different things. He's more of a right-leaning individual. As you can see, I mean, he posts some kind of inflammatory content would be the best way to explain it. In some cases, but he's just a unique individual. His most popular videos here, let's see. He's got, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard stuff. He got a couple million views on those. I know Rittenhouse should be in here. Trump stuff. You could just kind of see, just based off the topics that he covers, he's a little bit of an inflammatory individual. Well, Mr. Nick Ricada here has been going downhill a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. And by a lot, I mean he jumped on a fucking sled and went down an ice-covered hill. And if you know what that's like, he going fast. Let's just say that. But yeah, Nick does quite a bit. He's got his shorts, all sorts of lives and everything else. And as you can see, they're roughly an hour long. There's quite a bit of information out there on this guy. Even if you go to like Google, and if we search him up, Google Planner, just Google. I did that. I am stupid still. Nick Ricada, there we go. Because I want to pull up the videos just to show you, like, he gets covered a lot even. So, I mean, there's a ton of videos out there talking about things that he's done that has been insane. He kind of ran with the crowd that is, biggest problem in the universe. Why am I blanking on his name? Oh my god. Dick. I can't think of Dick's last name. Holy but Dick, he's been having the problems with Maddox. If you look him up, you'll know who I'm talking about. He's also run around with Ralph a little bit. He's been on and off friends with Mr. Medicare. Um, he's had multiple run-ins with PPP, Andy Worski. The guys over there at Kino Casino really have been loving picking on him, and that's actually where I picked this up at. Um, they had covered it, so if you don't know what Kino Casino is, I know I've had it on the stream before here, but oh my lord, I cannot spell. Kino Casino. Kino Casino is a podcast put on by Andy Worski and PPP, otherwise known as Ashton if you watch the show enough. They cover quite a bit of stuff. From kind of just locales to other things going on. They tend to pick on Ralph quite a bit. They just recently had a hell of a long stream with Mr. Medicare, if you like him. They had about 7 hours worth of stream after like a couple hours of playing Tekken, because they had a Tekken match. It was really, really, really funny. Watch about a minute and a half of footage. It took them, probably a good, who knows, couple hours, 3-4 hours to watch 20 seconds of footage. But yeah, it's pretty much gives you the kind of vibe as far as like who we're talking about here today, who we're talking about. That's kind of like the against them things. So you got your Nick Rekieta and all that. We go into Elisa Clips. So Elisa here, she's kind of like an A-logger for Rekieta. And I don't know if she's got a thing against him, she likes him, who knows. But that's kind of where I came across this clip. And you're probably like, well, what the hell are you talking about? It's actually this clip right here is just the small segment of what happened on this just bombshell of a stream for Nick. He just went. I'm waiting. I know I'm talking it up a lot, but just wait till you see it. It is bad. I mean, bad. He just went on a freaking rant. But Elisa here, she's been clipping him for a bit. You can see she's kind of a Medicare fan and stuff too. PPP, Kino Casino fan. Oh, Nick's kind of been doing these hot tub streams lately. But yeah, Nick's really, really hitting the alcohol pretty damn hard. Hence my pub songs and stuff this morning, the beginning of the stream. I just wanted to set the vibe for everybody because we're going to be dealing with one drunk individual. So to set up a little bit of backstory for this. So Nick Rekieta streams every day. And so what he was streaming and what he was covering was just a couple like things related to SCOTUS, so Supreme Court of the United States. Some things there, some John Oliver stuff, and a couple other things. He had gone through his stream, and he's been one to have a drink in his hand and just, be sipping on some pretty potent whiskey the entire time. As you can see, even with the thumbnails right here. Geez, I'm sure I don't have to look hard. There's another one. So you can see, I mean, he's another one. He's got a glass of whiskey in his hand quite frequently. And yeah, what we're going to watch is a couple of these Dear John streams, and we're going to come back to Lisa's channel because I want to watch a couple of these because it's interesting to see how others have perceived him doing and acting the way that he did. So to set up a little more of the backstory, so Rekieta, just like any online content creator, has his little community. And with that community, he's a little more parasocial, I guess you could say, than maybe some other content creators. He puts himself out there a lot more to be available to his fans. And this opens him up to some interesting situations, to say the least. And with that, just a second. with that, he just puts himself in some really, 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 really awful spots because his fans see him as a friend, and that's a big deal. Well, recently, one of these fans kind of turned on him, and this guy that we're talking about, I know I'm on the devil's page here. The guy that we're talking about here is Captain Manning, and this person, Captain Manning, about what we're probably talking about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, somewhere around mid-February, kind of got sick of Ricada and said, screw this shit, I'm going to the farm. Well, the farm is Kiwi Farm. And he's been over here and he's been, as you can see, just shit talking on Ricada's posts. He's also gotten into a little bit of Gamergate stuff. Or Comic-Gate. Sorry, not Gamergate. Good Lord, we don't want a Gamergate back. Oh. Anyway, he got into a little bit of the Comic-Gate stuff. And I just want to make sure that I'm pulling up the right thing here. I wasn't able to find exactly what kind of made him go off, but this kind of seems to be pointing a little bit towards maybe the trigger moment. But as you can see, he joined quite a while back. I mean, the nice thing about being on a forum, you can see when people join things. He's been on there since 2017. It's not something new. Now, maybe he was on there and, you get people that go onto these things that are fans of creators and they're on there just sheerly to try and find out what people are saying bad about them. Maybe bad talk people that are bad talking their favorite content creator, whatever have you. I don't know. But Kiwi Farms has kind of gotten a big rap as far as hosting a lot of information, sometimes private information. I know there's nothing really private on this page that I'm showing right now. But you can find a lot of private information, which is not necessarily great. But it's kind of, there's a couple different forums that are like this. So you've got this forum, you got Lolcow, 4chan would probably be about the same. Just a couple different things. Hold on just 1 second. I need to test something out real quick. Okay, I just want to make sure that was working. All right. Anyway, back on track. So he kind of came in here and was shit talking Ricada a little bit, making fun of him for Mandy. There's a whole Mandy situation, Amanda, and it was a whole big catfish situation. And I believe that Nick Ricada is pretty thoroughly embarrassed by it. So to come in here and start shit talking him about that, bringing up Jim, which would be Mr. Medicare, because Mr. Medicare, when he did that big long live stream with Kino Casino, well, he didn't really bad talk Nick Ricada. That's the thing that's really funny. I've watched it twice now. He only just sits there and says, he could have been great, but now he's going down the toilet. I mean, that's honestly all Mr. Medicare has said. And this guy has lost his marbles. Not as bad as Cog. Cog, who's another individual that I've been digging into, is quite interesting, to say the least. He was kind of heartbroken that Daddy Jim went and played video games with Andy Worski and didn't pick him, I guess. I don't know. It's sad. Anyway, so I got the streams here. I pulled them off Rumble, so we're not going to get any annoying ads as we watch them. But I want to start here to kind of give you an idea just how inebriated good old Nick is in this stream. So he's doing what I'm doing right now, which is he's multi-streaming, okay? So he's running on Rumble and his locals and YouTube, I believe, and maybe even more than that. Who knows, right? So he obviously YouTube and Twitch and a couple of the other places are a lot more sensitive about their terms and conditions as far as making sure that bad words aren't said and things like that. Well, he straight drops the N-word with the hard R, the soft A. He drops them all. Okay? And he he doesn't realize, because he's drunk, that he hasn't disconnected from YouTube. So I don't know if he's had any repercussions because of this or what, but yeah, it's kind of funny. So we'll watch this real quick. I'm probably gonna pause, commentate on a couple things here, but just see how drunk this man is. Oh, we're not
rare.
Okay.
Why is nigga or nigger?
Oh, okay. I thought I was past that part. I apologize.
Name Elon Musk. Nothing. What have I done? Now, if I'm at the same Holiday Inn, wait.
Yeah, we're gonna get safely past this.
Again. But in a different context, it'd be very offensive.
Yeah, we're still on the word thing. Apologies.
Why haven't we done the Rumble transition? Oh, fucking kill me.
This is what I was looking for. So he's like, oh my God, I just said that while live, and he's dropping hard R's, soft A's, and whatever. You did not miss anything, Teddy. Welcome in, man. I'm just about to start it. I definitely just accidentally played a video with someone dropping the hard R. So, yeah, we'll see how long my Twitch career lasts after this. So he does this transition because he's realized, oh shit, I gotta hit the kill button. Come on. I don't want to keep listening.
I can say this. Racial slurs. YouTube does not give a fuck about using a racial slur. They don't care if you use it neutrally or hatefully. They don't care. I don't care.
Oh man, my space bar isn't gonna work, so I gotta actually click on this. Hard R's.
YouTube cares about you undermining the vote, undermining the COVID regulations, and undermining that ass when they fuck it with taxes. That's all they care about. That is a YouTube government partnership that matters. You like going, oh God, I woke up morning, you running off into a corner to jerk off on a squirrel or whatever. That's on you. It's not me. I don't.
Okay, so you can kind of see already, like he's drunk. Okay, this what he's drinking here. I think he alludes to it or talks about it. It's like I think it's single barrel malt, but it's super high proof. It's like a 60 or 80 proof. It is hard. Oh, he still is a lawyer, Teddy. He still is a lawyer. He is actually practicing law and involved with a case right now. That's the funny thing.
Don't do that. Fuck you.
He's that drunk though. You see the lean.
The Snyder Cult says this stream needs to be deleted. Oh, why? Why would you delete this stream?
We're just gonna let him play out.
Delete this stream? I wouldn't. Everything I've said on the stream, I believe.
This is mild too, by the way.
Truthfully, and full of man juice. Well, shit. Neurodivergent says, "Hey Nick, Phil LeBont gave you a shout out on Timcast IRL on Friday. They were talking about nipple judge anger on. Shit, Phil is awesome. I love that guy. I love the guy. He's great. Best part of Timcast, also just a genuine dude. If you have not,
we're gonna get to that, Teddy. I've got that. We got about that much to cover because right here is where he begins going off. So we're not got a whole lot to cover.
Direct examination with Phil Labonte. Please go look at.
Here, let me look real quick. 210. We're at 158 right now. So 12 minutes.
Great talk, great chat, great talk.
Less, maybe less.
I'll give it a check. I don't watch Timcast, and here's the reason I don't watch Timcast. So when I went on Tim Pool's show, he didn't try to finger me. He didn't try to tongue me. He didn't try to have sex with me.
Yeah, like I said, lock your kids away because this is all mild right here.
And that's the problem, Tim. That's the problem, Tim Pool. You wouldn't even fuck me like one of your French chickens.
He thinks he's so funny too.
World War III, and you won't get in this.
Oh, thanks, man. I may have started a war with that one. Oh, hey, my spacebar works now.
Right now. Closing YouTube.
This guy, by the way, just to set the tone, this guy is rich, okay? You're going to hear things dropped, and I'm going to pause just to let the shit sit in, because he is so delusional. Like, he is drunk off his ass right now, okay? But it gets worse, because you can see, like, the alcohol slowly sit in more and more and more.
Look,
wait till he starts talking to people in the room.
This is a fun experience. It's way different than anything I've ever been through. Tim Cass was fun. Phil Labonte, interviewing him was way, way more fun than going on Timcast. That's it.
He sounds like Worski. By the way, I don't know what he drank right there. That glass was empty. Shit.
Here's what we got, guys. We're now in a place of blurred vision.
By the way,
abilities.
This has been pointed out now recently, and like people are starting to really question this. I'm gonna let it play. I'm not gonna comment. I want to wait for his face to get to the right position here.
But a strongly determined disorder to power through the end of the show. To power through the end of the show. Right there.
There, good. See this right here? There's a lot of people questioning where the hell this bruise came from. Like, did somebody haul off and hit him in the freaking face? Or did he run into something or what? Oh, Teddy. Yeah, he probably would, actually. But if you know anything about Mrs. Rackets, which is how he refers to himself, and, well, he doesn't refer to himself as Mrs. Rackets. Although there are pictures in a stream of him in, like, a skirt and a halter top with leg highs, or knee highs, surrounded by a bunch of plushies. So aside from all that, he doesn't call himself Mrs. Rackets. He's obviously Mr. Rackets. They got something like 5 kids, okay? So there's like 7 people, and he's making bank. Like I said, I think at the peak of his streaming career, he was making somewhere around 10 to 15,000 like per stream. Like, he was raking it in. He's got a lot of money. He comes from money too, which is my understanding. So,
like the hooker who has already been paid is just asking to go home. You tell her to get her ass back in the sauna. Here we go. Last of the Yahoo says, it's like your advice on losing weight. Just stop being inconsistent, fuckhead. Now drink, entertain me, and tell me you love me. Look, last of the Yahoos. The one thing I really want to do is stop being inconsistent. I fucking hate it. I really, really fucking hate it. I know. I've canceled shows. I've rescheduled shows. I fucking hate it. My life has dramatically changed away from the original schedule to what it is now. And I'm not oblivious to that at all.
Also, is it me or does he got a hell of a fucking red mark? Like, I think he ran and fell into a door or some shit, or fell flat on his fucking face. Like, I think. By the way, there's going to be a lot of great pause faces in this thing. I know. I'm really surprised. Like, nobody's really talking about this. This dude is hammered. I think it's because of how bad he goes off on this stream, and the shit he says is unhinged. Like, I'm giving you, this is like the small plates, tapas. This is the tapas before the appetizer, before the main course, and we are gonna hit the main course in 10 minutes.
What I mainly want is for people to find a place where they enjoy at a time that they're able to enjoy it, in a time that I am able to deliver it. Lately, I have not been able to deliver it at the same level that I have been in the past 5 years of streaming because my schedule changed. And I keep getting this shit thrown at me very erratically, late at night, middle of the day, but it keeps going on, whatever. 1 day, 2 days at a time. And I'm like, fuck, I can't deal with this thing that I have to do. I got it. I can't tell you guys about it. It wouldn't matter what the answer is anyway, because.
And this is the thing that's been going on. So with his whole alcoholism, I'm drinking, by the way. So, because I figure I might actually be able to understand some of the shit this guy says if I drink. Because when I watched this sober, I was like, the fuck did he just say? I listened to 12 minutes and had no fucking clue what he said. But his alcoholism has just been spiraling hard. He's lost a lot of weight. He actually is counting calories for his drinking. So he's down to eating like a bag of Doritos a day and like licking the like stamps for calories. I don't fucking know. Like he does some weird crap, man. He's hit like I don't know. He's hit midlife crisis or something's going on in his life that he's not telling anybody about. And it's not a divorce because I've looked into it as hard as I could without really digging through a whole bunch of crap. His wife's come out and said, look, I'm just enjoying my body. She's apparently doing like some kind of like lewd pictures for money and shit right now, which is kind of sketch. I feel like if I ever got to that point with my wife, I'd be like, I need to do something. And this guy's making money still. He's still a lawyer right now. He's still going to court. He's still making bank. Like, he didn't go through a whole bunch of law school for nothing, but it's just like a lot of people have talked about like him hating his life. And just like he married young and all sorts of stuff. I don't know. I think it's all a sad excuse. I don't know if it warrants this level of
me telling
crazy.
You about it would be me trying to make it acceptable. Me not telling you about it goes, it's never acceptable whether there's an excuse or not. Got it. I got it. I hate fucking canceling shows. I hate it. So I don't want to do it anymore.
Teddy, please do that.
But reality is what it is. If I have to cancel a show, I try to cancel it immediately and offer an alternative. The same night, the next night, whatever it is, and push it back, push it the next day. I don't care. But that said, it's a weird defense that doesn't need to be made because the assumption is that you're making the opposite choice until you announce that choice. And
like, the fuck is that?
that's not how it works. So I fucking hate it.
Teddy, just send him one. I want you to send me a copy of the video you send to him.
Koof says, thank you all for not killing yourselves. Very important, guys, for not killing yourselves. Thank you.
Is this, are we there yet?
Oh shit, we got to do this. Tub Boss says, he let other law tubers take the lead with a Fannie Willis hearing. There's no chance old school Nick would have done that.
Okay, so if you don't know in the whole law legal sphere thing, and I don't fucking know, this is not my cup of tea. This and Twitch and YouTube poll and stuff like politics and legal shit at this level, you're gonna put me to sleep. I'd rather hear people scream and fight in my ear all day than, well, that was a bad call. It's like watching golf. Like, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I don't have the mental capacity to sit there and have a calm speaking person in my ear unless they're reading a book. And then normally the books that I listen to are kind of wild anyway. So whatever. But yeah, there's apparently a big legal case going on right now, where a lot of people in the legal community are covering it. And a couple of people, so Nick has kind of been given the title unofficially of being like the creator, the founder, the pope of coming up with these legal streams and giving the commentary and everything on it. Okay. Nobody really did it before him. He's the one that really fucking drove it home. And so, cool, right? But now with him going on this downhill slide with stuff, and I'll explain more kind of like, if it's not touched in this, I don't remember totally. But some of the things that he's talking about are causing this like total freaking chaos to put him in this position. But he's getting overtaken by other lawyers. And lawyers that he was even like friends with, that he brought on streams, that he taught him how to do the streaming stuff and kind of got him going in the system and everything else when he was still top dog.
Tub Boss, two things. Trial streams are not the main focus of the Ricada Law channel. They never have been.
Which is a lie.
Incidentally created out of my desire to watch Kyle Rittenhouse go on trial. And then other people joining me.
Hey, Jim.
When I could.
Oh no, you're not too late, Jim. We're just covering. You've got here at the appetizer course. Don't worry, you've not missed any of the main course yet. We're just doing the sample platter and seeing just how drunk Ricada is, because you're just gonna see him get slurred and slurred and slurred and slurred, and then we're gonna hit the suicide arc. I like politics, but only for comedic purposes. Not.
I want to do trial streams all the time. No, most.
Oh yeah, he's straight pink elephants right now.
Are more boring than a male hooker who's a starfish. Why would you do these things? I don't.
I hope. Will this work? Nope. Sorry, I just. Listen to this male hooker line.
Oh shit, we got to do this. We got to do this. Tub Boss says he let other law tubers take the lead with a Fannie Willis hearing. There's no chance old school Nick would have done that.
Now, obviously, a lot of this is not on YouTube because of how far and unhinged he goes, which is why I pulled it off for Rumble, because I wanted the whole context. And I kind of clicked through this entire stream to really get to this last hour is where he just fucking hangs it.
Tub Boss, two things. Trial streams are not the main focus of the Ricada Law channel. They never have been. They were incidentally created out of my desire to watch Kyle Rittenhouse.
And then if you were here in the beginning, you would have seen, like, I went through Ricada's channel. I mean, he's had multi-million views on several videos. Like, he's done this for a long time. He really got popular with the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff, and that kind of pushed him up. Then he covered the Depp Heard stuff and everything else, and he really blew up to where he brought other lawyers in. He's literally referred to as the Pope of, like, kind of law streaming, and the Pope has been exiled.
Go on trial. And then other people joining me. Riding that wave when I could. I mean, I want to do trial streams all the time.
You got a very good point there, Jim. Yeah. But I did cover, and we're going to go back to it too, because there's quite a few things, but this Elisa Clips channel is kind of where I found what I could of this. And there's a couple other great clips on there. But right now he's actually going through this Montegraph versus Ricada Law. I have no idea what's going on, but they've been watching him actually go through a legal proceeding right now, and a lot of people are calling him out.
Most trial streams are more boring than
at least it's awesome.
Who's a starfish? Why would you do these things?
Those are usually creepy.
If you have a starfish, they better be fucking hot.
Yeah. So, by the way, we have epic pause faces all over this stream. But yeah, that's just a drive point home there. You're right, Jim, man. Like, he raked in some freaking amazing amounts of money. Like, this guy took in money hand over fist.
These guys aren't thinking like that. They never were.
Like, he's getting, like, the wobbles and stuff even.
Women are fucking retarded. Here we go. DJ. He just says, "Hey Nick from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Hey, what's up, buddy? I'd almost done with an app designed to pull super chats, Rumble rants into a single place, as well as allowing polls to be run on both at the same time. Interested? Yes, of course. Also, you're in Grand Rapids. Let's meet in the middle. Let's meet in the middle. The dingiest gay bar ever. Raga Horace says, I would like to submit the Strike Force 5 podcast as Exhibit 1, 5 late night hosts producing the least.
Oh, he's making less than that, Jim. I've seen reports where he's made even less than that. So it's getting to a very interesting I'll talk to you about that in a second, Teddy. But yeah, he's getting in a very interesting position. So yeah, he made a lot of money with the Netflix documentary. And then he's made like several $1,000s a night. And he's getting down to the point where like people are fucking pulling his I've seen screenshots of his chat. And his chat is literally sitting there saying, I won't donate because I will not support the alcoholism.
Successful podcast ever. Nailed it. And then finally.
And then to answer your question, there, Teddy, I tried to say that all at once. I don't know. I thought I'm trying to get that video to like actually get really, really good visibility. The Matt Pat thing would have been freaking hilarious, but I'm trying a couple things with vidIQ that I want to see if they work because I'm not going to pay for the service until I can understand it.
Super. Wait, no, shit. Spark Hearth's Best. He's now a monthly supporter on Rumble.
Like I said, he's got the bruised face. He's got this fucking mark dead center in his head. I think he fell into a fucking door. I genuinely think this guy got so drunk he either fell out of the hot tub or he fell into a door or he did both. I mean, there is a high potential of both.
Thank you for that. Thank you for all of that. Guys, here's the deal. Voodoo says, hello all. Is this dude drunk? Voodoo, if you think this is drunk.
Yes, I do.
Empty whiskey glass, which means there's no liquor in it, which means I haven't drank it all.
Oh my God, this guy.
Let me show you what drunk is.
Oh, you're going to show us, Nick. Well, how long we got left?
Yeah.
We got 7 minutes left till freaking the main course.
Rackets be like, I'm drinking, bitch. No, I'm not even there. I'm literally not there.
He keeps saying this the whole time, too. But wait till, like I said, he talks to people in the room that aren't there.
You know that Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go?
He's got this weird fascination with licking bottles, too. And he looks like a goddamn giraffe trying to eat a fucking leaf off of a tree.
The Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. He's like,
listen to this.
I drink vodka in a can. I drink vodka with my dad. I drink vodka with his mistress, and I drink vodka while I hid this. That's Dr. Seuss. I'm not like that. I'm just a normal person. Normal levels of liquor. Me drunk?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Come see me drunk in person.
I think it was 37.
It's way more.
Because it's almost 40.
On a stream. Because on a stream, I can only touch your minds. In person, I can only steal your wallets because you may have seen my blackface picture. What you don't realize is that I'm always in whiteface.
As you can see, we're getting there.
You don't do unbreaded anymore, but could you at least put on the hat? Scottish Rabbi, let me tell you this right now. No, I'm not going to put on the Pope hat for you. What? Because you tagged me in chat? You bend over in front of me? Are you even a woman?
Oh, Teddy, there's so much you need to know about this man. You could have a whole Rakata arc, and you will love it.
No, you're not. You're a man. Which is why you didn't. Stop it. Here we go.
What did he just say
Scottish
there?
Rabbi. No, I will not wear the hat. What I will do is maybe create an unbreaded incentive.
Oh, what?
W3 says, I want to get drunk in person. Me too. A Barnacle says, do you think Dan Vask is gay? Let me do this immediately.
Oh, yes.
Guys, Dan Vask is not gay. Gay men.
Oh, yes.
Like
You
to put
could.
penises in their buttholes. They like to put penises in other buttholes. And they like to put penises in other penises when the sounding has been done well. To my knowledge, Dan Vask is gay.
Okay. So there's a lot to take in there. One, how does this guy know so much about sounding? Two, Teddy, there is so much fucking lore on this guy. You would have a field day.
But I love his covers of songs. Toss a coin to your Witcher, Kiss from a Rose. I like licking men's buttholes. I don't know why anybody would think he's gay just from the tonality of his voice, perfection of his beard, the Brazilian of his DNA, and the likelihood that
Laura Baldo. I had a Baldo parody song I was gonna play, but I just stuck with Mandy and a couple bar songs.
I don't know I don't know anything about that. What I know is that Dan Vask did a great song called Toss a Coin for Your Witcher. Every song I've ever watched from him is a fucking banger.
This dude is so fucking drunk.
The Witcher song.
Oh my god.
Watch The Witcher.
We're down to 4 minutes, people. 4 minutes till main course gets served here. We go totally unhinged.
And Brazilians suck dick to turn Portuguese into Spanish.
That is what I was waiting for. Brazilians suck dick to turn Portuguese into Spanish. That's where we're at, people. That's the level of drunk. What the topic of this video is, I'm sure Nick doesn't. It was actually about John Oliver and SCOTUS and a couple other different topics
Dan
he
Vask
covered.
is cool. Look, Dan Vask is a sexy man. He's got beautiful beard, very petite Brazilian features, goodish arms, and then he sings, "Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty," or whatever he says. I don't even know. He's not gay. His fans are gay. So all of his fans can try and have sex with Dan Vask. You have permission. Ellie Fan says, if no one else has told you today, you are not a piece of shit. Ellie?
I feel like this hits emotionally for him for some reason.
That's what I'm going to say to you right now, Ellie. Thank you.
Just got to get a half a bottle of 60 proof, Teddy.
Rumble Rant. And I know exactly why you said it. I know exactly what you mean. Thank you. You say this.
Okay, so we're getting there. We're like less than 2 minutes away. We're gonna really quickly evolve into this. So again, because I don't think anybody was really here. So what I think this is all related to is this guy Captain Manning. I know I'm on the Devil's page, but get over it. Captain Manning here, who has been a member of the farms since 2017, posted the same day that this stream was, kind of shit talking about how he got trolled by a guy catfishing him. He had sobbed a little bit because Jim Mediker went on Keno Casino and basically said, hey, look, you know what, Nick, you could have been great, but instead you're falling into doors and bruising your face. He didn't say the last part, but I think he meant it. He did, however, say that Ralph wears dentures, and I'm pretty convinced they've got to be made from Walmart bags at this point. Anyway, you can see here, Mr. Captain Manning here has posted a lot on the Ricada forum. Just even going on this around this time, this is kind of him more responding to what Nick says. And like I said, I think this is really what kind of set him off for some reason. This is really the only thing I can come down to find out like what set him off is just him calling him out for this. So really, that's it. It wasn't like a go fuck yourself. I never found anything. I went through all of these pages. There's 8 pages here. I went through all of them, like looking to see if I could find something somewhere on why why this guy is this way.
Ellie. I got nothing other than you gay as fuck. All right, here we go. What's left? I think we're done. Oh, we got a couple locals chats. We got
And you guys totally missed the beginning of the stream where well, Teddy came in like just after. I accidentally played him saying the hard R. He was doing a hard R, soft A, N word back and forth. Didn't realize that he was still live on YouTube when he did it.
fucking goddamn it. Indoctrination says we love.
Oh yeah,
the right to do that.
His community is so against him.
Preserve gun rights.
They're also really against Kino Casino for some reason.
Restrict abortion, Clarence Thomas, and he picks the restrict abortion pill, I guess.
There's Burp.
RPS says Nick, comment on how hard this wedding photo goes.
Okay.
It's ripped.
Okay. So I believe he puts this up on screen. This I'm going to call the official appetizer. Okay. I think he puts this up on screen. If not, Elise had it on her screen when she did the cap for this, but it's pretty funny.
This is a lady holding an AR-15 style, whatever, and then a Jewish blonde Nordic-looking man with a beard that's embarrassing, holding some other semi-auto weapon. And all I want to do is have the fake Winona Ryder shove her fake sword or whatever up this guy's butthole and kill him. And why? Because I'm vengeful. Gargling Glasses, imagine hiring this guy and he shows up like this. Talking about me? Oh, dude, Gargling Glass. If you think I would show up to a job interview this sober, you're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong. If you try to accuse me of that shit, you fucking wrong piece of garbage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wood paneling. I would fuck the wood paneling off your mother's minivan, you faggot. Yeah, take that. You want to talk about wood paneling? We're talking about that.
I feel like this whole stream is
cross on wood paneling.
I feel like this whole stream is going to be my short-lived career on Twitch.
Holy shit. Whose mom got their panties dropped by Percocet and railed out by an angry lawyer to get this wood paneling broken? I'm like, hey, all of them.
Can anybody fucking tell me what this man just talked about between wood paneling, screwing somebody's mom, all over a comment because who would hire this dude? That's all the dude said, and he paid him money to say it.
Jean de Valette says, is it me? Or is Nick exceptionally drunk tonight? Jean de Valette. It's you. Let me tell you why. Because I think you'll find this unfair if I don't explain it. Jean de Valette.
It's such a spiral. It spirals so quick. I can't even explain it. Wait till somebody says they're leaving.
Shut up. Let's get some terms on the fucking table. Let's get some terms on the fucking table. Shut up. I'm not exceptionally drunk. I'm acceptably drunk. You think I'm exceptionally drunk. And here's why. Because.
Arguing drunkenness from a lawyer.
May I call you Shanta? When I walked by you, physically, all you wanted in the world was for me to say, "Sup, girl?" Walk past. That's what a drunk rag is.
Oh, we're at full delusion right here.
And if you responded, I'd probably talk to you for a few minutes. Wouldn't go beyond that. Because I don't give a shit that way. Have a conversation, cool. Johnny, here's the problem. Like, are you exceptionally drunk? I'm like, why? You're like, because you're ignoring me. Shonda, if I was exceptionally drunk, I would talk to you. Within any level of sanity, I would look at you.
All this person said is that they're exceptionally drunk, and he's going off on this whole fantasy where he encounters this person in a bar. They hit on him, and he now is going to proceed to turn them down.
Dear Christ, look at this desperate husk of a man pretending to be a woman.
Huh?
I really don't want to gauge this or indulge this. So here's what I'm going to do. Hire a homeless guy. Have to go sit on Jean de Villette as if Jean was an ottoman. I don't care what happens to the homeless. I don't care what happens to Jeanda. What I do care is that Jeanda is reunited with homelessness.
Anybody. And understand, we're going to get worse from here. We're worse.
Holy shit. We've got Gooch that is now a monthly supporter.
And all they did was comment on how drunk he was. I gave him money.
Third off says, someone took exception though, Nick. Who took exception? TW from MN says, I'm out. Came for the topics, not drunken rants.
Here's where we really get into it. Okay. The waiters have entered the room. They're going to be setting this main course here soon. Feel free to indulge as much as you like in what is about to happen.
Oh my God, who misrepresented to you what this show ever was? I have no idea. Who did that to you? Why they hurt you? Well, why? Why would you say that? Why would you do this thing and go, I'm here for this, not this? You're here for you, not me. Go anywhere else. I don't know how to say it. Years and years and years now. Years and years and years now. I'm here to see this, not that. Go to it. Go find what you're looking for. It's great. Go find it. Why would you watch a show you don't like? This is the weirdest fucking thing about the internet.
All they said is about
the show.
They've already left. They're gone. And this guy is going on a rant.
There. I rated the show forever. Why are you there? Guys, get busy in your lives. Get fucking busy. If you're like, I do not like this show, then I'm spending hours and hours watching. Guys, if a show.
Now, that was really important. You see there? John just entered the room. He recognized John. He came in through the fucking ceiling vent.
On TV is 22 minutes with ads. It's about faggotry. Literal faggotry was like faggots on the spectrum and love. You know what I'd rather do than spend 22 minutes watching that show? I would rather go down on a woman one last time and have a 22 caliber Derringer in her vagina shooting the bullet into my fucking mouth and ending my life. That's what I would rather do than fucking talk about network TV programming.
I'm sorry. Did you guys catch all that shit? Do I need to go back and play it over? Like,
from MN says, I'm out. Came for the topics, not drunken.
Same.
Oh my God, who misrepresented to you what this show ever was?
You just understand. That's all they fucking said.
Yeah. Who did that to you? Well, why? Why would you say that? Why would you do this thing and go, I'm here for this, not this? You're here for you, not me. Go anywhere else.
That's all he had to say.
Years and years and years now.
Instead, he goes into this deep-rooted fantasy.
I'm here to see this, not that. Go to it. Go find what you're looking for. It's great.
And I did go back a little bit.
Go find it. Why would you watch a show you don't like? This is the weirdest.
It's because this is the start of the Unhinged.
Like, I don't like this show. Why are you there?
But watch for it. Watch for like when he looks up in the ceiling corner and you see John enter the room. He's like, John?
Do this show forever. Why are you there? Guys, get busy in your lives. Get fucking busy. If you're like, I do not like this show that I'm spending hours and hours watching. Guys.
See? Right there. He sees him. He sees him. He's crawling in through the ceiling vent.
Jeez. If a show on TV is 22 minutes with ads, it's about faggotry. Literal faggotry was like faggots on the spectrum in love. You know what I'd rather do than spend 22 minutes watching that show? I would rather go down on a woman one last time and have a 22 caliber Derringer in her vagina shooting the bullet into my fucking mouth and ending my life. That's what I would rather do than fucking talk about network TV programming.
I'm sorry. This is just the beginning.
Ryan came for the topics. You came for the topics. Oh, did you? You jerking off to the title of a stream? You came for the topics? Did the topics thank you? Did you buy them dinner? Did they buy you dinner? Did they buy you like a butt plug? Did they do anything? No, of course not. You know why? Paid for the topics? Have you ever met live broadcasting? No one cares about the fucking topics except you. Nobody does. Nobody gives a shit. Here's why. They're like, this guy's a retard. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do. At some point, it's going to be a train wreck and it'll be funny. Yes, of course. We all know. We all know. I know you faggots think you're so fucking smart. You're like, aha!
Teddy, you need to start trolling his streams.
These guys don't know they're retarded. No, we know we're retarded. We're trying to get you to catch up. That's the embarrassing.
I can't even.
All of this. You're watching Ricada Law for the topics? Oh my God. Are you watching the Enron trial for tax advice? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You should come here because you're depressed and you have nothing else to do in your life.
That's the audience that he wants to cultivate right there, people.
That's why you should watch Ricada Law. If you're like a happy person, like, I got great things going on, don't watch me. Wait, and when your life crumbles apart, come back. We will welcome you with open dicks. Ellie fan says, why are you gay? Ellie. Why am I gay?
I was waiting for him to spill
Do you really
it.
want me to answer this
at
question,
this point?
Ellie? Here's why, Ellie. Because God wanted me to walk by you. You to look at me and go, fuck, I want that mushroom stamp on my xiphoid process.
Oh, yeah. He actually covered topics, Eddie.
And me to look back and go, you're you. I've never seen an attractive version of you, but I know that you pretend at least to like dick. Here's a pity stamp. And anything else beyond that makes me want to shove myself in Hitler's ovens.
We're getting there.
Now,
The Semitism has entered the room. The anti-Semitism, that is.
Mallard Fizz says, read my last message. XOX. Read your last message. What do you even mean by that? Finally, we've got Miss Natty Lamar says, hail drunk Nick. Much love, heart. That's you. Mr. Natty Lamar. Now you give your woman the proper amount of passed on affection from me.
I never watched him, but yeah, I mean, he had a lot of personality. He would bring on a lot of people like Dick Masterson. That's who I was trying to think of earlier. Dick Masterson. He's had a bunch of different people on. He would have like a very unique panel when he would do his shows. He would have people that were non-law related and then people that were law related. He'd have Ethan Ralph on with a couple lawyers. Like, it was just freaking crazy, but it was good and it was content driven.
As you determine, or take all of it. I don't care. Fire PS says, what message you have for your haters tonight? Guys, what message do I have for the haters tonight?
I would say it was about personality and for covering the topic because he's educated in the topic. This would be like me doing a car stream. Like, I could tell you things about cars. If you don't know, you'll learn something. But I can still break it down to you for you, like in a way that like you would understand it's easily digestible, and I could have anybody on and talk to them about this stuff. That's the kind of things he did. So it was personality driven, but it was also very topical driven.
How do we do this? How do we do this? How the fuck do we do this? Message you have for your haters. Thank you for showing up. Try being less poor. Most importantly.
Oh, well, he already got the midlife crisis car and crashed it last year. He bought like a, what, $80,000-$90,000 Shelby GT 500? Mustang, if you don't know.
If you think that communicating to a streamer that they're drunk and you don't like them, doing that over and over and over, while they get the view credit, the chat credit, the interaction credit, and maybe even super chat credit, you think that telling them is super important to them. Oh my God. Have you ever considered the fact anybody who's willing to sit for hours and hours at a time in front of a camera just so that maybe 5 people, but hopefully way more, maybe 500, maybe 5,000, but maybe 5 people will sit and look at them and go, God damn, I want to shove my fist in their vagina. You go, oh God, I wish I had a vagina. If you don't understand how this interaction works, YouTubers, Rumble streamers, Twitch streamers, whatever,
Did you hear that, Teddy?
all have the appropriate level of narcissism to demand some sort of affirmation of who they are.
He just wants a
If you tell
vagina.
them that they're not sexy.
We need to hook him up with Catfuls and Tipster. Shit, that could solve everything.
To their partner. But you would shove that fist so far in that pussy, you pull out a fucking Cane's chicken wing the next day. You know, I'm gonna take this home. You're like, don't you want a fire hose? Do that? No. If you don't get this thing, like it, how do I state this?
I don't know. You just talked about pulling Cane's chicken out of a vagina. Where are you going with this, Nick?
We're gonna quit. Why do you hate dogs? Because you're
And ended with alcoholism and wanting a vagina.
Love the pie says. Wait, oh shit. Andrew says, did Nick's wife finally leave him? I don't know. Ask her. I can't figure it out.
You think he's so funny for saying that?
It's the funniest thing in the world.
Okay, yeah, so he's going to go into his whole home life right now, which is apparently, like, this minor change has put him in shambles, okay? And, like, again, he has, like, nannies, maids, we're going to get into some crazy things about the types of transportation he believes exists to get to a hospital.
People do this this thing where they're like, oh, I got him. Guys, you don't ever have them. You never figured it out. I know you think you have. It's cool. If you had figured it out, they'd literally put a bullet in their mouth because your theories are that out there. What you've done is instigated a conversation, but you don't actually want the response. Because what you want is for the response to match your expectations. But it won't, because I already told you, if the response was actually accurate to your expectations, they'd put a bullet in their mouth. But they don't. Over and over. Do you know why kiwi farms are so fucking smart? Do you know why people don't just literally kill themselves? Because you're not actually right about them. So we go to this place.
Okay, so we're getting into the dark hallway that will be really the piece de resistance with this. Like, so he's now going off on Kiwi Farms and talking about how basically you don't know people, and he thinks that people are being fake and feigning to be his fans in order to like basically get him, right? Like that's a big gotcha, okay? So he's again literally talking about this guy right here. This is what it comes back to.
Where they want you to do this thing and answer this thing or that thing, but they're too fucking afraid to deal with a real answer. So when you give them one, they won't accept it. They're like, it's a cope.
Mind you, this is someone that asked him about his wife.
The entire time they're sitting there.
We've gotten to Kiwi Farms and we're starting to get into Dear John territory.
Coping about their own lives. It's fine. People do this literally every day. Go for it. You can't create reality out of your failed perceptions. You can't demand other people to conform to your reality out of those same perceptions. I was intending to give a ton of rum tonight to a specific person.
This is where it gets weird.
It's cool. I don't care about that. But the idea is if you express a certain
He's following John around the room. John's up in that rafters right now.
desire for a certain thing, and someone
He's watching
offers
him on
to
the wall.
fulfill it,
See it?
you go,
Look.
oh, is that desire real or not? They say, I don't want it actually. They're like, no, here it is. I don't want it actually. Okay. That's the part that the internet will never see, is when you offer the thing they ask for, you turn it down. Go, here it was. You had your shot. You didn't take it. Welcome to Kiwi Farms. An entire collection of people who had their shot, never took it, but then shit on all the people who did take it because they resent the fact they never did.
Look at him.
They wonder why these people.
I've been so drunk that I started seeing John in my room. Well, here he is. See, look at that. Look at him mean mug John. He's probably getting the fucking ceiling dirty and shit. He's trying to figure out how the fuck he's going to clean this shit off in the morning.
That they don't like possibly have made it when they couldn't.
He's like, oh wait, I'm on stream. I can't be looking at John. Shit, where is he?
Your own worst enemy is always you. No one told you not to take the shot. Only your own insecurities and your own failures told you not to take the shot. So when you tell all of us that we shouldn't have taken the shot, you go, but none of us failed. You want us to fail. You beg for us to fail. You try to convince us that we did. But we get the paycheck, and all you get is a smug satisfaction.
Now, there's a little bit of information I'm going to add here. This guy is such a religious reader of Kiwi Farms. Like, he is huge on going into the farms every day. And he goes to where he last left off on his thread, and he will read every single new comment on his thread.
Of some gay faggot in ninth grade telling you, yeah, actually don't take a shower with the other boys because your penis is small.
I don't even know how to respond to that one.
You're like, oh my God, I'm scared of myself. Enjoy being scared of yourself and scared of other people's opinions for the rest of your life, because you listened to a wafy faggot in ninth grade and nobody else. I told you actually just go for life. Cheers. To you.
Cheers, my dude. No homo.
Kiwi Farms. I hope you all make $1 million. Funny thing is, I know none of you ever will. Here we go. Miss Nanny Lamar says, "Hail, drunk Nick. Much love. Cheers to you."
Notice he's not denying being drunk anymore.
Hackmeister says, "Nick, much love, no homo. Have you tried Macallan Double Oak? Double Oak cast. It's a Scotch, brother, but it's so good. No, I have not. Macallan's fine. I haven't had it recently. Jedi Knight Justice for Jedi."
Now, I want to look, okay. If you've never done really, really high-end liquor, and I'm talking about, like, I've done Johnny Blue, Johnny Platinum Label. Those are kind of, like, high for me, okay? I'm not going to go out there and do some single malt and double barrel whiskeys and scotches, like some really, really, really high-end, high-proof stuff, because I don't like the rye after effect. Okay, so if you've ever taken a drink of whiskey or scotch, you know the burn you get in your throat? That's rye. That's rye whiskey. The higher the rye, the more it's going to burn. Low rye whiskey is not going to burn as much. And when you get into some really good stuff, like, talking again, like Johnny Blue and all that, Johnny Blue, it's got a lot of flavor because of how long it's set in the barrel. It actually starts picking up those earth flavors and spices and stuff like that. So that's the kind of stuff that he's talking about. Now, I've gone out to dinner and got like a finger or two of Johnny Blue, and like you're talking about that's $25 to $50 a glass, and he's down like probably 2, 3 glasses, 4 glasses at this point.
Chrono says, "Nick, you like
I will ride till I drop."
Jenna Ortega is pretty hot. Never watched it. Don't give a shit about any of that."
He's going to start
RT
thinking.
Overlords has had an absolute cunt of a couple of days. Somehow, the one stream I tuned into is you plastered out of your mind. Okay, I missed this. Hold on.
Okay, and I think we're really going to get into Dear John here.
Out of your goddamn mind, and still somehow giving advice that inadvertently makes me feel better. Keep being you, faggot. I can't fucking say it any different.
John. We gotta hook John and Lindsay up. It's like the Antichrist and the devil hooking up.
Be encouraged by this. Be encouraged by this.
Yeah, because nobody wants to be this way, Nick. Holy shit, bro. Just turn the camera off. Walk the fuck away.
Not pay attention to people who demand something from you.
Yep, here we go.
Mock them. Make fun of them.
Okay, so this is his true beliefs right here. You're here to hear him mock and make fun of somebody that came out to him and reached out to him at the lowest fucking point in their life. And now he's trying to track John around the room.
In control of your own marketing. If other people come in and like, I demand you to respond to this thing, that thing. 2 options. Respond as they ask, or respond as you would respond. Knowing that these people cannot do anything to you. And the reason, there's a very, very specific reason that these people, you know who I'm talking about, cannot do anything to you is this. They cannot bring themselves to a place of success and security. They can't do it. By consequence, they literally cannot bring you down to a place of unsuccess and insecurity
unsuccess. We've now reached unsuccess.
Unless you acquiesce to their assessment. Can't do it.
In a world full of Nicks.
They wish.
I wonder if his wife
force for their intentions.
I wonder if his wife punched him.
They can't be though.
Hit him with a board.
They can't be because they're embarrassing failures at their own life. You can see it dripping through every comment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're going to watch some of that. Like his friends have responded to this and their level of disgust is absurd. Like they are so disgusted with how he acts right here.
Assessment and every criticism of everyone they don't like.
And I truly think that he realized how bad he acts from here on out, because this is it. This is it. We've gotten to the top of the ski slope. Everything from here on out is downhill. There's going to be the next 20 minutes is going to be a hell of a fucking ride, people.
It's so fucking funny because the things that they criticize those people of, those people don't care about those criticisms because their success is based on other criticisms. The thing that these people are criticizing is what they think is success, and they're wrong. And that's how you know they literally never had it. It's funny to us.
Who's
It's
us?
funny to other people who watch it and go, oh shit, they're way wrong in this. It's not funny to the people who say it because it literally reveals their failure, which they already knew. Because that is why they were commenting in the first place. They had already failed. There was no path to success.
We're now officially talking about John, by the way.
And guess what? Some of these kiwi farmers, some of these commentators.
Probably Jim.
Here we go. This is fun.
Here we go,
Not
John.
only do I know them? Do I know their failures? Do I know their social security checks?
Okay, so we're just going to start off right there. I know their docs, basically, is what he just said. I know your private information because they donated and stuff. Look at the fucking vitriol in this dude's face for about what he's about to say. Okay, I'm going to go back just a little bit. I fucking hate, and I can't go back to where I want to. Here.
The thing that these people are criticizing is what they think is success, and they're wrong.
I'm going to let the beginning of this
So you
play.
know they literally never had it. It's funny to us. It's funny to other people who watch it and go, oh shit, they're way wrong in this. It's not funny to the people who say it.
Teddy, that's fucking funny.
It literally reveals their failure, which they already knew. Because that is why they were commenting in the first place. They had already failed. There was no path to success. And guess what? Some of these kiwi farmers, some of these commentators, here we go. This is fun. Not only do I know them, do I know their failures? Do I know their social security checks? Do I know their inability to even contact their own family for help? Do I know their desire to leave their own state?
Okay, so he said a lot of shit right there. Like, that's kind of like a little fuck you right there. A big threat of a dox. Like, he's like, I got your information, fuckers. So we got that, right? Then we got the next part is, I know how much you want to leave your state, and then I also know how much your family hates you. He is about to use this to just blow poor John out the water here.
Oh man, I cannot fucking imagine being in the
I don't know which side of the room John's on right now, though.
place that this man is, that he has to go to a YouTube streamer to beg for a shred of attention. Say, please, Rackets, I love you.
This is where it's going to get bad. If you want to hear someone really joke about suicide, this is not it. This is going to get, like, cringy.
Oh, man. Begging is embarrassing. I love you. My family hates me. I can't get a job. I'm so mentally handicapped. Like, I can't do anything. And my name is John. All I want to do, I want to die want to put a bullet in my mouth, but I can't afford a gun. Texting me this, by the way. I'm like, hey, holy shit, brother, you want to kill yourself? Like, that's not good. No, I deserve to die. Well, I mean, probably, but seriously, no.
Oh, definitely Dark Nick.
Can you buy an Uber and go to the hospital? No, I can't afford an Uber. You can't afford an Uber? Like $8. You can't afford one. Why? I'm on Social Security because we use some piece of shit. But I'm so successful. Oh, man, that's fucking embarrassing.
Realize what he just said. I want to end game right now, but I am too mentally disabled to, and there's a lot to follow here, because this John is the most multiracial, multi-placed, like, person in the world. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm 90% sure, because of the time and the date, that this is all that it took. And actually, no, this was after. So I don't even know if he said anything before, but like, it could have been from the night before, because Rekida's been going on a spiral for a minute. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all it took to just do this. And I think it's honestly this sentence right here. And how he's lost people, how he makes fun of Jim. Like, that's all it is. I mean,
man, that is embarrassing, right? I'm such a piece of shit. My family hates me. Nobody loves me. I'm just going to kill myself. You're messaging me. You're texting a fucking YouTuber. Oh my God, man, that's embarrassing. Right, John? You're texting me. And I say,
John's over on the other side of the room
now. Don't kill yourself. First of all, you can't afford the bullets. You've already expressed that. You can't afford the Hardys that would kill you either. You're just you. You're just a useless pile of garbage. You can't afford an Uber to the hospital.
Yeah. He just said you can't afford a fucking Uber to the hospital. We're going to get worse. Wait till we hear all the methods and modes of transportation here. I was watching this clip and just starting to think, Nick, what did John do? That's harsh.
Texting me, begging me, please. Oh, man, I'm spiraling. Don't kill me. Don't let me kill myself. I'm like, why? First of all, I can't control you from killing yourself. Only you can do that, brother. Have you tried calling 911? No, I can't spell. I'm Korean.
Okay, so we've reached I can't spell I'm Korean.
Literally just 911. No.
I can't spell 911.
How far are you from the hospital? 4 miles. Why don't you walk towards the hospital and then call 911, tell them where you're walking? Because you cannot do it. Oh my God, man. This is embarrassing. You can't get to the hospital. But you buy a limo or a private jet.
Yes. We're at it. I can't fucking miss this. Hold on. I gotta go back just a little bit.
Embarrassing. You can't get to the hospital. But you buy a limo or a private jet to the hospital like a normal middle class person. They're like, all right.
A fucking what? A fucking what? I'm sorry. I got like the equivalent of a Lamborghini in my right shoulder. Not even kidding. Like $280,000 worth of surgery. I've had another $100,000 worth of surgery in my left knee. I've had back surgeries. I've had all sorts of stuff. I gotta wear like a $2,500 contact in my right eye if I want to be able to see out of the stupid thing. Okay? This guy just was talking about take a limo or a private jet to the airport like a normal person.
Have you tried calling 911? No. I can't spell. I'm Korean. Literally just 911. No. How far are you from the hospital? 4 miles. Why don't you walk towards the hospital and then call 911, tell them where you're walking? Because you cannot do it. Oh my God, man. This is embarrassing. You can't get to the hospital.
Oh my God.
But you buy a limo or a private jet to the hospital like a normal middle class person. They're like, oh, I can't make it in the middle class. I have crippling disabilities and anxieties. I love you though. I love you, the greatest streamer of all time. You're the fucking best streamer ever. Oh my god. I love you. Please teach me how to do life. Like, I can't teach you how to do life because you're retarded.
You're so damn retarded. You're not able to take a limo or a private jet to the fucking grocery store like a normal human being. Damn it. Get your life together, fucker.
But what I can teach you right now is that you probably shouldn't kill yourself. And this is taken away from
Yeah, dumbass. Don't kill yourself.
my life, my evening.
Ah, yes, I go to Walmart with my private jet all the time.
My wife and children in my normal middle class, upper middle class home with real things. And I'm talking to a fucking retard, a literal, goddamn, by definition, suicidal retard. And all I'm trying to do in this entire world is save this person's life.
Oh, yeah, because you're the savior. Everybody, you're the hero nobody got or nobody wanted and they got. You're not the hero that we got and we didn't ever ask for.
Save this person's life from the most dangerous person they have. Right, John? Right, John? Right, John? You walk into that hospital. No, you weren't. Were you, John? You were sitting in your shitty Section 8 apartment that you could not fucking pay for because you can't hold a job.
How dare you not have a private jet, fucker? I've got my Lear fucking parked outside.
Your relatives all told you were an embarrassing reject and disowned you. And all the only option, emergency contact at the fucking hospital, John, right, John? Was a YouTube streamer. You paid to be your friend. The YouTube streamer you paid to be your friend.
So now he's mocking him because his emergency contact. This is the dots that are like, okay, the only way I can explain this is this dude is playing connect the dots after firing birdshot at a fucking piece of cardboard from like 75 foot away. Like, this shit's all over, okay? Like, we're taking dots from everywhere. I can't even with him. Like, how the fuck do I keep up with this?
Be your friend. The YouTube streamer you paid to be your friend.
He's talking about, he's shitting on him for paying him money. And he made him his emergency contact for the fucking hospital. But John's not at the hospital. And unfortunately, the jets broke down. The fucking limo's in the shop. And this poor bastard's got to walk like a freaking, I don't know, like a plebe to the freaking hospital because, you know, he can't be a normal middle class person like Nick.
Now, John, what happens in most cases when you pay someone to be your friend and then you tell that person, right, John? Tell that person, holy shit, I'm going to end it all. What do they say? What does the person you pay to be your friend say?
Stop. Don't do it. There's so much to live for. Talk to somebody. Let me come over. I'll help you. Do you have someone that can come there and help you? Like, there's a lot of shit I did not immediately think of. Get in your jet and go to the hospital. Or why are you sitting at your Section 8 apartment, you piece of crap? Like, I'm sorry, those weren't high on the list. You know, when somebody's in that state of mind, I don't typically go, oh, you're a piece of shit. You need to go. And then slowly follow up with, to the hospital.
Say,
oh, yeah, police could take him.
sorry, brother, I don't know how to help.
He could call the police on his behalf.
Hey,
Wellness.
Here's my personal phone number. I hate you're doing this, John.
So Nick gave him his personal phone saying, reach out to me. This is the parasocial bullshit that this own stupid ass drunk put himself into.
I hate you're an embarrassing waste of a human whose entire family has disowned him from his crippling mental disabilities.
Jeez, I wonder how he survived having friends like you, Nick.
Who can't fucking walk to a hospital, who can't call a cab to a hospital, who has to call a YouTube streamer to cry and say, I'm not worth living. I don't know what to do. So when you pay $5 a month and that person like, hey, dude, please literally don't rafter yourself. Please don't do that.
John's back to the other side of the room, by the way.
Right, John?
See.
Please don't do that. As you begged me to save you. Because your family wouldn't save you. Because you were garbage. Because you couldn't save you. Because you're garbage.
I mean, he's just short of just saying the freaking line. Hop in your private jet and go 9/11 yourself. Like, he's got all the dots there. I mean, that would have been an almost kinder way of saying all the shit he says here.
You don't have any friends to save you because you're garbage. Only person on earth you could reach out to, John, is one YouTube streamer that you paid $5 a month to. You know what he said?
Wait till we get to the point where, like, he's totally disconnected. Nick is, by the way. He's totally not John. John's probably fine. He's okay. He's at the farm. He's having a good time. Anyway, Nick is so disconnected. He doesn't understand the worth of $5, honestly, in this world.
Dude, please, for the love of Christ, just don't kill yourself.
I don't want that on my conscience, is how he probably ended that sentence.
I know things are hard. How can I help you? Can I buy you a literal bus ticket to another state?
You could offer the pay for fucking Uber to the hospital too, man. That might have been just simpler.
Help you get back to your family. Your family support you. You know what you said, John? They won't. They won't support me because I'm useless, because I'm horrible, because I'm a piece of shit. Why would my family support me? Oh my God, I can't even change my own diapers or whatever you are, John, right, John?
Jesus, he's so fucking unhinged here. This is just such an over-the-top rant for someone that I don't think even did anything to him. No, he genuinely didn't, Teddy. He, like I said, I tried to find, because I was like, it'd be really nice to find the what sparked this, and I think it was just a shitpost on Kiwi Farms. I mean, we've seen how he went off and fantasized about a woman in a bar who just basically said, I'm not here for this kind of content. Like, he straight up fantasized about putting derringers in vaginas.
Right, John? You remember this conversation? We literally said, John, if you do not start walking to that hospital, ask for some help, I will call 911 because you are too incapable of saving your own life that you will call the only friend you have on this fucking earth when your family and friends have disowned you.
Don't make me call a service that would otherwise be free to me because I'm in a totally different state to help you out and get you out of this situation that you are clearly in. Don't let me do that. But God forbid you don't have a private jet to take you to the fucking hospital.
You're sitting there. What was it New Mexico or Arizona? I don't remember. John, you.
And so he subtly doxes the dude here. Just throws John under the bus.
Tell me, you're sitting there.
He is. He's up there on the bookshelf right now.
This Southwest state full of illegal immigrants. This state will save every person on earth except you because you're white, John.
Well, he was Korean, but in the middle of this conversation, he had a race change, which is something that I don't even know how you do. It must happen to people who don't own private planes.
Because they expect you to save yourself. You had no one to call except when someone paid $5 a month to be your friend.
You know what I bet he's not going to do? He's not going to pay $5 to this asshole anymore or call him if he's ever in fucking need.
Then they did give you friendly advice all the time. They talk to you, right? Because you reached out. So I'm so embarrassed. I'm so pathetic. So I want to kill myself that I'm going to go to the clinic.
Always sunny.
I have to put Nick Rekieta in Minnesota from either Arizona or New Mexico. I have to put Nick Rekieta of Minnesota is my emergency contact. I'm still his fucking faggot's emergency contact.
I don't know if he's like insulting him here because he made him his emergency contact, or if he's just astonished that someone did that. And they're like, what did you expect? Like, come on, man.
There. Here's why. We're going to go through this. I talked this man off the ledge.
He's so proud of himself for this too, by the way.
Of time. Hours of time.
I didn't even bill him.
Hey, man, please, just don't kill yourself. Life is worth this. Life is worth this.
I'm not going to lie. The first time I listened to this, I thought he said life was worthless.
People like you. Little did I know that John.
Way to tell him that.
The son of hoax. The son of hoax. Little did I know that John, the son of hoax, would go so far down the road that his life was so worthless that no one on earth wanted him to not die, other than a YouTuber who he paid $5 a month, who literally said, I'll give you your membership for free. I don't need you to give me $5 a month. Dude, take that $5 and buy a goddamn cab and go to Maryland or whatever.
I don't even know what the fuck $5 gets you in a cab in any state. I can tell you, basically, you would expel less effort in Manhattan getting into the cab, handing the man $5 and having him go the 15 to 20 foot down the road for you to then get back out of the cab, say, "Good day, sir," and go on your way. What did he think $5 was going to do for this guy to escape from the Southwest to now Maryland?
Go away. Go find anyone to care.
I want these travel advice. I want Nick's travel agency advice to start being the page that I go to, because this guy, he's got private jets, he's got limos, and he knows how to get from fucking Arizona to Maryland on $5.
Other than me, because I'm a million miles away.
He also knows how to make you go from Asian to white, which is of no use to me, but it could be useful to somebody else out there.
Thousands of social media messages. Yet here I am. Please don't kill yourself. Just walk down that road. Just call an ambulance. Just do this one thing. To not fucking noose yourself like Emmett Till if he was self-hating and white.
There's so much to be said about that comment. If you don't know who Emmett Till was falsely accused of sodomizing a white woman in the Deep South in the 40s or 50s. I don't remember when. But they literally beat this person till their skeletal system was soft, and then hung him, and he literally looked like about 30 pounds of ground beef in a 5-pound bag by the time they were done with this poor kid. And he didn't even do anything. So, what the fuck is this comment, Nick? What is this?
Please don't kill yourself. Just walk down that road. Just call an ambulance. Just do this one thing.
That's why he's gone.
Fucking noose yourself like Emmett Till if he was
Doc on the radio needs this, man. Oh, God. Yes, pass this video along to Doc on the radio.
Please just recognize that there's life ahead of you. What does he do? Right, John? Right, John? You embarrassing piece of shit.
I'm starting to wonder if there's multiple Johns in the room.
Rackets is not what I thought he was. He's just not this, that. John. Are you judging people, John? The guy that his entire family disowned him. The entire sector of employment of the United States disowned him. And the U.S. government was so embarrassed by him that they didn't give him enough money to eat. And he was so embarrassed by himself that when he looked at all the money he had in the world, I could eat one more McDouble and French fries. Or I could pay a Minnesota lawyer drunk.
I think you're right, Teddy. This anybody who has John in their name, middle, beginning, last, if you're a Saint John, you're on this John list, okay?
To be my friend. And when he was the friend, I thought, why would this man save me from death. Death at my own pathetic hands. And John, look.
Can I just say, okay, we need to find John or Johns, all of them. Like, all the Johns. We need to just corral them up together. All the Johns from Arizona and New Mexico. We're just going to herd them into a pen, and like, then go through. I want to know the John that lived through the conversation with Nick on the other end of this phone.
I got it. You were probably going to try to commit suicide.
Rant about old Johns.
Because you could never succeed at committing suicide, because that would make you a man.
He just straight up said, you aren't a man if you don't off yourself right now. What the hell kind of what? The person who's there to save you. This is the guy there to save you.
Succeed at committing suicide, because that would make you a man.
Hold on.
And when he was the friend, I thought, why would this man save me from death? Death at my own pathetic hands. And John, look, I got it. You were probably going to try to commit suicide like a woman, because you could never succeed at committing suicide, because that would make you a man.
What is he supposed to do? Just throw himself on top and like in front of a moving train or some shit?
You couldn't have a job. You couldn't have a family. You couldn't even fucking be in basic society without the government's help. So we know being a man was tough for you, right, John? Son of hoax? We know that was embarrassing for you. So while you're crying to me on the fucking phone, I'm trying to hang out with my wife and kids and go on with life. You're crying to me on the fucking phone. I'm gonna kill myself.
You're interrupting TV night, man.
No men in my life, and no women in my life, and nothing in my life. Just you. John.
John, just go kill yourself like a man, damn it.
Dude, it's not that bad. Please. Go to a fucking hospital. I can't afford a hospital. John, you can't afford a fucking Taco Bell burrito, right?
Jesus Christ, Nick. Holy shit, bro.
Can't do that.
John Cena watching this thinking, what the hell did I do?
Go to a hospital. It will help you. Insurance in the state of...
No, that's actually not true, Teddy, because there's a high likelihood that John Cena has at least access to a private jet or a limo.
Distance, whatever. I got it. They will pay for you to get this help because they want you to live. You know, like they want Somalis to live, but they literally want you to live too. John,
I don't even know what to say to that shit.
You're like, oh, please.
Oh, God.
John, if you don't start walking to that fucking hospital right now and call me, I will call a 911 wellness check on you and I'll get an ambulance to you to bring you there. Don't want.
And we'll know what he's going to say to the 911 operator. Oh, yeah, 911. This broke ass fucker over here that can't afford a burrito. You hear that, John? This fucker that can't afford a burrito is so worthless, so awful, so poor. He can't even take a limo to the hospital. Not even a man enough to hang himself. Yeah, John. I think he needs help.
John, I don't care about the $5. I care about, please don't.
Oh my
yourself.
God.
At least be killed by a black.
There it is. There it is. That's the manly way to die, apparently.
And I'll get an ambulance to you to bring you there. Don't want you to kill. John, I don't care about the $5. I care about, please don't kill yourself. At least be killed by a black. Just walk to the hospital, you useless piece of shit.
Preferably an African person that owns a limo or has access to a private jet. That way, at least you go up in status before you die. I don't fucking know, man. What the fuck he was on about here?
All you have to do on Earth is get up. Here's how you not suicide, guys. Let me give some fucking advice to you. You know, you not suicide. Instead of putting the gun in your mouth, you just set it down. You stand your fat ass up and you start walking towards the clinic. That's it.
Unless you're in a wheelchair.
Literally the only thing you need to do. I'm like, John. He's like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, John, you can't afford a gun. You can't kill yourself.
He's got on to insult the methods of possible end of life for this man.
We could do buy a Caesar salad from McDonald's and die that way. Like, I don't even like Caesar. I'm like, unless he's in your ass. I got it. John, you couldn't buy a gun. Why did he kill him?
Oh my god. I don't even know what that was. The rest was just very harsh, but that was a little weird.
If he could buy medications to kill himself, what's he gonna do? Steal a bottle of Tylenol from a Somali? No, he's not.
Jesus Christ, Nick, what the fuck goes on in your mind? Oh my god. I need Nick in this state of mind to write down actual ways that people of John's stature in life could actually end game.
Bitch, can't do any of this stuff.
You can't even do it properly. He's literally on this about you can't do this properly. I cannot believe this.
Have to do on Earth is get out. Here's how you not suicide, guys. Let me give some fucking
Oh my god.
advice to you. You know, you not suicide.
Sorry, I have to replay this because I was laughing way too hard.
Instead of putting the gun in your mouth, you just set it down. You stand your fat ass up and you start walking towards the clinic. That's it. It's literally the only thing you need to do. I'm like, John. He's like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, John, you can't afford a gun. You can't kill yourself. What you can do, buy a Caesar salad from McDonald's and die that way. Like, I don't even like Caesar. I'm like, unless he's in your ass. I got it. John, you couldn't buy a gun.
He makes like a weird gay joke there too. Like, did you hear that?
You stand your fat ass up and you start walking towards the clinic. That's it. It's literally the only thing you need to do. I'm like, John. He's like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, John, you can't afford a gun. You can't kill yourself. What you can do, buy a Caesar salad from McDonald's and die that way. Like, I don't even like Caesar. I'm like, unless he's in your ass. I got it.
That was the weirdest gay joke ever to somebody who's at end of game.
He couldn't buy a gun. Wanted to kill himself. He couldn't buy medications to kill himself. What's he gonna do? Steal a bottle of Tylenol from a Somali? No, he's not. He's a bitch. Can't do any of this stuff. Doesn't have the resources to kill himself. I'm like, John, you don't have to do that.
He just needs a piece of rope. Like, good lord, man. He's acting like this takes a lot of planning. A sharp object or a piece of rope will do it just fine. A belt even. Oh my god. Look at freaking Robin Williams. I mean, come on. If it was a joke to be the greatest stream of all time, it would.
You just get up and walk to the hospital. You call the hospital and say, hey, here's where I am. Here's what I see. Can you come pick me up? I'm having...
Call the hospital from the hospital and tell them where you are.
I'm going to kill myself if I don't get some help. The idea is they go and talk to some counselors, some therapists, or whatever. They identify their problems. They're like, hi, John, son of hoax. Why can you not in any way sustain any employment? Like, well, because I can't.
I don't think this is the question they're going to start with, Nick. I don't think this is a priority when you're at that point in life. Oh my god. The gay joke was tame. Thank you. Now you're understanding just how unhinged we are at this point.
Like, why can you not do that? He's like, because I'm disabled. You're not disabled. That's not disabled, John.
Okay, I think I accidentally skipped forward here.
The bitch can't do any of this stuff. Doesn't have the resources to kill himself. I'm like, John, you don't have to do that. You just get up and walk to the hospital. You call the hospital and say, hey, here's where I am. Here's what I see. Can you come pick me up? I'm going to kill myself if I don't get some help. The idea is they go and talk to some counselor, some therapist, or whatever. They identify their problems. They're like, "Hi, John, son of hoax."
Can I just say, I want to know what would have, like, the ulterior, like, alternate universe theory of where John manned up, if you know what I mean.
Why can you not in any way sustain any employment? Like, well, because I can't stop masturbating. Thought of children. Holy shit.
He just straight slid that in there.
Yep, I'm gonna kill myself if I don't get some help. The idea is they go and talk to some counselor, some therapist, or whatever. They identify their problems. They're like, "Hi, John, son of hoax. Why can you not in any way sustain any employment?"
Okay, so this is gonna go down a a line of thought. I think it's a line of thought. It's definitely thoughts put in a line. Let's put it that way. That is so beyond unhinged. I can't even I cannot explain what you're about to hear.
Well, because I can't stop masturbating. Thought of children. Holy shit. I can't stop masturbating in public.
So he's called him a PDF file. He calls him someone that commits lewd acts in public.
Look, John, that's fucking gross. Like, why can you not do that? He's like, because I'm disabled.
He's saying I'm disabled. Like, doesn't know how to spell 911. That was earlier if you missed it. Okay. Is white and Asian, or some blend there between. Lives in the Southwest United States. Doesn't have the access and ability to a private jet or a limo like all of the rest of us people. Cannot use $5 to get from the Southwest to Maryland for, I'm guessing, parents. What else? It was going to probably kill or end of game with a womanly way. What else do we got? Definitely isn't man enough to do it. I mean, this is primo. Like, when you think of Ricada law, think of the legal advice you're going to get if this is the end of life advice you're getting for free. Oh, for free. For $5.
You're not disabled. That's not disabled, John. Disabled is you can't walk. Fucked up is you can't stop doing what you do. Way different. So it's sitting there like, we want to employ this guy. He's got a good recommendation. He's got all this stuff. We just can't. Because even when he applies for a garbage man, all we can think of is, will he fuck the garbage? Will we feel bad about it? The answer to both those questions is obviously yes.
What? Like I said, these are all definitely words. They're all words. It's a line of thought. In that it's thoughts put in a line. That's it.
This guy is begging me to save his life. Me, because you know why? His dad won't do it. His mom won't do it. His girlfriend won't do it. His ex-girlfriend won't do it. I don't know if he has a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend. His boyfriend or ex-boyfriend that he met at Super America or whatever, they won't do it. Siblings won't do it. The state won't do it. Teachers won't do it. Priests won't do it. Nobody on earth would save this guy's life.
Except Nick Ricada. He comes in with the fucking Superman cape with the R on the back, and he's like, man, I'm here to give you advice to live.
Including himself. What he calls YouTuber. The YouTuber spends a bunch of time. It's like, hey, man, it's not that bad.
Oh my
God.
God.
That bad. I know life sucks right now. I know it's hard to connect.
And I know you cannot end up game like a man.
With your family. I know you're fucking disconnected. I know it's an insurmountable amount of money for you. You don't make any money.
You're poor.
How do I get you connected to your family? Like, what is it? What is it? $1,000 bus ticket? Literally offered to buy this guy a bus ticket to the family that disowned him.
Gee, Nick. I don't know, man. That sounds like a tempting offer, especially when you're at end of game.
Dude, it's insurmountable for you.
I just said nice shirt, bro.
Right now, not for me. How can I help you? What can I do? Can you do anything? Everybody hates me. Like, I get it. Okay, cool. Yeah, the bingo guy hates you too because you can't count.
What? Look, he's down to throw him under the bus when it comes to freaking church bingo halls. Like,
Everybody hates me.
the fact that this guy lived is a miracle. Can I just say that? It's a goddamn miracle.
Okay. How do I help you? Just help me live through the night. All right, here's a simple answer. You don't have any friends, which means you also don't have any enemies.
Jesus Christ. I forgot about this part.
You do. Can you do anything? Everybody hates me. Like, I get it. Okay, cool. Yeah, the bingo guy hates you too because you can't count. Everybody hates me. Okay. How do I help you? Just help me live through the night. All right, here's a simple answer. You don't have any friends, which means you also don't have any enemies. No one's coming to kill you. The only person who can kill you is you. How about you just not kill yourself and instead go to a hospital?
Jeez. Primo advice, Nick. Thanks.
Again, motherfucker walks to a hospital on my recommendation. I'm like demanding, send me pictures of what you see. So I know when you see the hospital, I want you to see the sign. I want you to do all these things. I want to make sure you live through the night. Because literally, if you were a cat woman with 50 cats and you laid down in your state, they would fucking shit in your mouth till you had toxoplasmosis. And then we'd eat your skin.
What the fuck is this man on about?
That's how embarrassing you were, John.
Nick's lessons for John. You're poor. You can't end of game like a man. You're probably a PDF file. You fuck garbage.
Text me. Show me that you're getting there. Call a fucking ambulance.
Or a limo. Like a normal person.
He doesn't die. Doesn't kill himself. You know what he doesn't?
All that advice, and he doesn't end of game.
Goes on kiwifarms. Tells him what a piece of shit I am. Holy shit. I have faith in this guy. I trusted this guy. I have faith in this guy. He's such a garbage person. And thinks he believes.
And like I said, I'm pretty sure like this is the only thing that I could find. Like where he's talking about like shredding goodwill, blah blah. I thought he actually said something about garbage in here. Actions. Poor life decisions. Making fun of him for the Mandy stuff. Life is in the shitter. Let's see. People are running away from him, making fun of a terminally ill man. Like, he just said things that are true. He said the truth. And we got this.
Aren't true. Oh. Yet.
I sure do get this.
Saved his life. You know what he never asked me? Hey man, are these things true? No. Save a person's life. This is quintessentially Kiwi Farms, wrapped up for all of you. Is a person whose family has disowned them, will never have a significant other, whose government has disowned them, whose employers have disowned them. They sit on some internet all day, watching some person begging them to save their life. And when they do, they're appreciative for a moment until that person stops paying attention to them. And suddenly, well, they're eating 22 LRs.
Jesus Christ, we've reached the pinnacle. I think this is the point where he kind of realized that he might have gone a little too far.
All day. And you go, I tried to save you by just, John, making you into a person who can interact with a fucking cashier at Walmart. Instead, you can't interact with a cashier at Walmart, not because they speak fucking Hamoub and have lived in a Kenyan refugee camp for 3 years,
He's got a little personal bias going on here, I think.
but rather because you haven't lived anywhere for 3 years because you can't afford it, not mentally sound, not mentally stable, and every day that you're alone,
You think about fucking garbage.
you try to shove a dick so far in your mouth that you choke to death on it.
Oh, I thought he was going to go with the garbage.
To save you by just, John, making you into a person who can interact with a fucking cashier at Walmart.
Jesus Christ, man.
Instead, you can't interact with a cashier at Walmart, not because they speak fucking Hamoub and have lived in a Kenyan refugee camp for 3 years, but rather because
Holy shit.
you
How
haven't
this...
lived anywhere for
I seriously do not understand how John survived Nick. Like, I need that story.
3 years because you can't afford it. Not mentally.
You know those stories that, like, what is it? Like, the Discovery Channel or, like, one of those kind of channels do, where, like, they talk about surviving terrorists and everything else? I feel like that John can go on that show officially. After seeing this side of the rant, I'm pretty sure John survived.
Mentally sound, not mentally stable, and every day that you're alone, you try to shove a dick so far in your mouth that you choke to death on it. And then you blame me for whatever your perception is. Go get him, John. I'm sure your story is compelling. Have fun with that. With that, guys,
I realized that I've ruined my career.
we have to close out the show.
Oh. Yeah, true. Like an 80s, he'd have an 80s bully just like crying at this point in the corner. Like how do you respond to any of, like, every time I've watched this, I forget how it began. And I'm pretty sure it begins by some woman donating saying, Nick, you're not a piece of shit. That's how we got here. Holy shit. Holy shit, people. Anyway. Like I said, I watched this through Elisa clips. There's plenty of, like, just if you want little tidbits of this, it's so worth it to go watch. But let's see. I want to see where the reaction is. Okay. This. Okay.
Nick and
So we're going to watch this. I think this got uploaded maybe a little bit out of order. But from what I understand, this guy, this potentially criminal, is a friend of Nick's. Okay. Now, I had you guys sit through the whole thing. And, like, I'm sure you look like that, like, meme with the guy who was, like, from World War II, like, shell-shocked looking. Like, that's probably how you feel right now. And I just want you to see how somebody who can afford to take a limousine to a hospital reacts to this.
yeah, last night, God, I saw the pictures. He looks rough. So here we go. Let's listen to it.
Andrew says, did Nick's wife finally leave? I don't know. Ask her. I can't figure it out. You don't ever have some stream.
God, he looks goddamn, Nick.
That's his first impression of his friend.
Fucking A.
And yeah, I think you're right, Jim. I think he is actually, like, moving away. There's a lot of people moving away from Nick after that stream. Nick, you're not a piece of shit. Oh, don't tell me what I am. You don't even have enough money to go fuck that bag of garbage over there.
Like, please. Fuck. This ain't good. God, I fucking feel bad, man. Like, and you know, the thing is, like, Like I consider him like a friend and acquaintance. Like he's not like one of my best friends, but like fuck, dude, I don't like. I wouldn't want to see anybody I know go through shit like this. This ain't. This ain't.
He's watched like 2 seconds. He does not make it through even like a 30-second of what you guys just went through.
I mean, yeah, you can laugh at it a little bit, but fucking hey.
He reminds me of Wozniak, this dude. He's got that Wozniak look to him. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. The Woz. This guy. Creator of the iPhone. Like the actual creator, not the one that died from cancer. After he didn't take his vitamins or something. He does kind of look like him. Yeah, just a little more facial hair.
Fucking want to see this shit. This is awful. Like if this was like one of my friends, this would break my fucking heart. I mean, like, but still, I don't want to see anybody go through this.
Sir, be thankful you're not his friend, because let me tell you, where this conversation goes,
It's awful.
There's no coming back.
And see this.
You don't ever have them. Never figured it out.
The John part was awful and lasted forever. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, that's the official title of the stream right there. If anybody's looking for it, you can go on Rumble. It's still up. He's very brave for having this still up. But yeah, he was talking about John Oliver, who does Last Week Tonight, which is like an HBO special show. And then they were talking about, again, I watched a lot of it, even though this is not my cup of tea, because I wanted to see like when the unhinged becomes unhinged. And he actually starts out not bad at the beginning of that stream. Like, I can go back and show you, like, he started this stream relatively sober. We're going to take a minute here.
Million pitches an hour or whatever. They can make things really, really frustrating and difficult. And I don't want to sit and dwell on it. We're going to be talking tonight about John Oliver and his proposition for Clarence Thomas, which shockingly doesn't involve lubricant. But it's being hailed as like this great thing, this thing that John Oliver did.
Like, understand, this is where the stream actually started. And then we get to, like, here.
Holy shit. I have faith in this guy. I trusted this guy. I have faith in this guy. He's such a garbage person. The things he believes.
Like, that is such a de-escalation in a... Or, de-escalation. Such an escalation in a stream. And this is, like, how he looked. Like, this... He looked healthy here. Like, how far he's come.
And that. But where do I go? All right, here we go.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I cannot fucking imagine being in the place that this man is, that he has to go to a YouTube streamer to beg for a shred of attention. Say, please, Rackets, I love you. I love you. I love you. I have, my family hates me. I can't get a job. I'm so mentally handicapped. Like, I can't do anything. And my name is John. All I want to do, I want to die. I want to put a bullet in my mouth, but I can't afford a gun. Man, that is embarrassing, right? I'm such a piece of shit. My family hates me. Nobody loves me. I'm just going to kill myself. You're messaging me. You're texting a fucking YouTuber. Holy, oh my God, man, that's embarrassing.
So this guy's in crisis and Nick's airing his shit out to the world.
Yep. It
Like,
does
that's not
way
how you
worse than
fucking
that.
do that. That's kind of fucked up.
You and your morals, get the hell out of here.
Just a bit.
Yeah, it was actually basically a Dear John stream, yeah. Didn't go, dude, I was so drunk I was talking to John Oliver.
If this is real. If it's fake, fine. But if it's real, like...
I 100% believe this is real. Like, I'm going to be blown away if this is fake. Like, this would have been, like... I don't even know how you conceive of being this unhinged for a joke. Like... That would blow my mind, like, actually. Like, I don't even know how to, like, articulate how... Who the fuck would think of this?
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't fucking like this at all.
Oh, I can't make it in middle class. I'm crippling disabilities and anxieties. I love you though. I love you, the greatest streamer of all time. You're the fucking best streamer ever. Oh my god. I love you. Please teach me how to do life. Like I can't teach you how to do life because you're retarded. And this is taking away
If he is faking this, I'm changing my name to John.
from my life, my evening, and my wife and children in my normal middle class, upper middle class home with real things. And I'm talking to a fucking retard, a literal goddamn by definition suicidal retard. Hey, John, were you walking into that hospital? No, you weren't. Were you, John? You were sitting in your shitty Section 8 apartment that you could not fucking pay for because you can't hold a job. The YouTube streamer you paid to be your friend.
I forgot he actually goes kind of through the whole thing.
Now, John, what happens in most cases when you pay someone to be your friend?
You can't make this level of bad shit.
You tell that person, right, John? Tell the person, holy shit, I'm going to end it all. What do they say? What is the person you pay to be your friend say? Who has to call a YouTube streamer to cry and say, I'm not worth living. I don't know what to do. Please don't do that. As you begged me to save you. Because your family wouldn't save you. Because you were garbage. Because you couldn't save you.
Can I just say, these guys are criminal lawyers. A lot of them. Like, they're actually representing, like, criminal cases. Okay? They're going before the whole kit and caboodle of, like, actually, like, litigating. Okay? So I'm sure they've seen and heard a lot of stuff, especially, like, from talking to different people. Like, junior law, like, when you're in law school and all that, a lot of people have talked about, like, law students are probably better educated in the totality of the law than even just, like, someone who's specialized like Nick or potentially criminal here, because they've now specialized in their career. They know their subsection of law extremely well. Like, Nick does a lot of freedom of speech stuff. Like, but he knows criminal stuff too, because it's probably tied in a little bit. But, like, the fact that it shocks and bothers this man as much as it does, potentially criminal that is, holy shit.
Because you're garbage. Because you don't have any friends to save you. Because you're garbage. Only person on earth you can reach out to, John, is one YouTube streamer that you pay $5 a month to.
Seriously, you fucking, like... I mean, fuck. I mean, like...
He's speechless. He left the lawyer speechless. Can you let that sink in?
The client thing aside, even if I wasn't a lawyer and somebody came, like, well, I don't think... if I wasn't a lawyer, I wouldn't be fucking doing this and you guys would be here. But if I had a YouTube channel and someone came to me and was, like, threatening suicide and I helped them or whatever, I wouldn't fucking air their shit out at any point for any fucking reason like that. But Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I love that, like, this is where he's left a lawyer, a fellow litigant of the law, like himself, a highly educated individual, and this is all the guy can say at the end.
Seriously. Like, what, you're gonna fucking air out this guy's crisis to own the farms? Or who the fuck is he trying to own at this point? Like, seriously. Yeah, I mean, fucking hey, this is just ugly. This part is really fucked up, man.
I'm gonna go find it.
And like, I've been in bad spots before in my life, and I've really reached out to my friends to talk to them, and just like I talked off a cliff, but I've been in like really bad spots.
I mean, fuck. That's the summation of this whole rant. It is.
But I've had my friends in really bad spots. But fuck, I mean, to do this to a random person to reach out to you, I mean, like, if that guy really had a problem, if he's still in a problem, you just fucking talked him off the edge. Like, right.
He talked him off the edge the other way, though. Over the edge. John's doing his John Mellencamp arc right now, where he's free falling.
Back onto it. This is, it's fucking awful. That's just ugly as shit. But I'll listen to the rest of that later, but that's...
Like, he won't even listen to it on stream. That's how much it bothered him. He talked him off the ledge, but the wrong direction. That's what he did. But he comes back and he has this response, and there's a few clips related to this now. But I want to get to the really good stuff here first. So that leads to this one.
Nika says, what if I'm a moron on a web forum and considering Sudoku? Should a lawyer or a moral man spill the beans on that?
So this is someone after the whole situation, right?
No. Oh. People come to you and, you know, with some of the darkest things that they're dealing with. Whatever way. I mean, people come to me, generally they're having a bad day. That's not for the world to know. It's not for clicks, not for clout. It's not for farming content. You know, if you can't be a keeper of secrets, I mean, I don't know what good you are, but you certainly shouldn't be doing this.
That says so much, doesn't it? If you can't be a keeper of secrets, you shouldn't be doing this. After what he did.
J-Rock says, whether or not, lawyer or not, there are certain confidences you never break. I fully agree. As a man, there's certain things you don't do.
He straight up called Nick out on his manhood. So this kind of has escalated a little bit. So then we get into the Ricada section. A Ricada segment on PPP. These guys, like,
all right, it's time for
I've never seen like PPP and like Worski were just like floored, like at how bad. Now, mind you, they pick on him. They're gonna say shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it bothers.
Not found.
It bothers PPP pretty heavily.
legal trouble by calling a guy with no evidence, nothing to go on, a fucking pedophile. He fucking asks you to withdraw your statement. You don't. When somebody comes to you and you don't have that receipt and they say legally retract this and they have a fucking lawyer, you know what you do? You fucking retract it and shut your fucking mouth. Especially when you have fucking other mouths to feed. When the fucking legal funds from this make it so that his 5th kid can't go to college, whose fucking fault is that? But it's on you to bail out his kid's college fund. It's on you, the viewer at home, to bail out his stupid fucking selfish behavior because he's entitled to it. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
So they're just at, like, we're halfway here, like, to realize we're halfway here, and they're just at the whole point that we got to right at the end there, like basically right at the end of the whole thing. And he's just gone as far as calling him a PDF file.
I haven't checked email in like 3 weeks. I just don't have any capacity to give a shit about email.
Right, so you're running
on your
a
phone
fucking
for 5
business.
hours in the shower, and
Can't
you
check
can't
his
check
email.
You can't check your email. You have fucking you have a contract, right? You have a contract with fucking Rumble.
Oh, okay, so just to give you an idea, so I believe that Captain Manning like actually requested Nick to like walk back some of the stuff he said because it is actual slander at this point. Like, he can get sued. Like, especially drunk, sober, doesn't fucking matter. Never has fucking mattered in the eyes of the law. You said it, you committed to it, you're liable for it. And so he's gotten in a lot of trouble over this, as you can understand. Because he's been breaking his schedule. Like, he's on a contract with Rumble and a couple other places. Like, he has to honor, like, doing live streams and stuff. And so, like, when all this shit broke, like, this broke like a week ago. Yeah, Monty is already suing his ass. Yeah, I'll get into that, but yeah, when it broke a week ago, like, he really just fucked this up.
What if they email you and go, listen, you stink?
But he's an adult. And he's an adult with adult responsibilities.
It's almost like he is everything he pointed out about John.
I mean, we don't really have anybody depending on us. We could go tits up and fucking die tomorrow, and it's not really gonna matter that much. There's no, you know, like, our parents might miss us or whatever the fuck. This guy actually has dependence on him.
Yeah.
This.
Can I point out, like, just so you know how serious PPP is here? I I've noticed a mannerism after watching Kino Casino for a bit. Like when PPP's rocking back and forth, he gets like this rock, like almost an autistic rock. I'm just gonna say it, but he gets like this rocking motion back and forth, and that's like when you could tell he's like into it, and he's like just spitting game at somebody, right? And like Worski, like he'll again, I'm not making fun of these guys. It's just mannerisms that I've noticed after watching him for a little bit. Worski will get worked up to where he'll like actually start to stutter a little bit and like trip over his words. Like, so that's how you can tell these guys are like excited and like happy. Notice that PPP is dead in his seat right now.
This is fucking outrageous. You can't check your fucking email? What the fuck is going on, man?
When you're running a business, we check our fucking email.
I know!
And we don't even have, like, a deal.
We don't
or
even
anything.
have anything coming.
Like, there's no sponsorships or, like, deals or whatever.
Yeah. I don't understand this mentality. I don't understand why he's just letting everything go to shit, why it's all has to burn down.
He's literally dog meme right now. And like I said, I'm never going to bring that shit up because of the ties to actual whatever. But yeah, he is the dog in the burning home.
Why does it have to burn down?
One day we'll get an email, Ash.
Email to me is worse than regular mail at this point. But yeah, like, so I don't know. That's cool. I wish it would have intentionally closed it
Yeah, true, John. It's kind of like, that pastor vibe. Yeah.
down. It's fuck you, but I didn't.
I wish I would have intentionally closed it down. Fuck you, but I didn't. So he closed it down in a drunken rage.
He wishes he would have closed it down. I mean, so you did close it
Yeah,
down.
he did.
Just shut up.
He did.
Just
I can't
shut
remember
up.
I would have intentionally closed it down. It's fuck you, but I didn't. Personally, I can't remember specifically how it was set up right now in this moment. I'd have to go back and look. It says, "Did you withdraw?" Like
Okay, so right here, they're talking about he had a legal fund set up where he was bringing in money. I don't know the whole background. If you know the background, Jim, and you could educate me, let me know. But he had a legal fund set up for some sort of case that he was going to then pass the money on to somebody. So like he was doing fundraising it and he was going to pass it on. Well, people are calling him out because this fund is now closed up.
I literally can't
And he's got like no answer for where the money went.
answer that question consciously right now.
Then maybe it's time to stop drinking, eh, bud? I can't consciously answer that question right now.
And this was all prior to, so they got clips and they're watching some of this stuff out of order. That part of the stream is in that big stream. It's in this big 3-hour stream. And he actually says that I can't consciously answer that right now. And it's just, they're talking about that fund, like I said. And it's like, that's still vaguely sober, Nick.
Should you be streaming then, sir?
Like he has the whisper of soberness to him
Should
compared
you
to
be
later.
Streaming then?
I can't conscious.
What the fuck?
And his chat was like, please, Nick, please, dude, you're fucked, bro.
I believe all of the money that was donated was given to me.
I believe.
I believe
20K.
like 20K
Yeah.
to him is like me losing a fucking $5 bill in
You
the
know?
couch.
I guess.
I go, oh fuck, I don't know where it went. I guess it'll be all right. $20,000. Like, how out of touch do you have to be?
That's out of.
So this guy's lost $20,000. No answer for it. At least not in this drunken fucking state.
Like, there are motherfuckers
I think
out
he's
there
gonna need the money, though.
really struggling, and there are probably a lot of people listening to this right now.
Like Ralph. There's a lot of people like Ralph where $20,000 is a lot of money. Medicare. This can help a lot of people out like me, Medicare.
Who are really struggling.
20K would change.
You just
them.
misplaced $20,000
Of audience money?
of audience money. Not
Oh,
your
wow. Okay, so it's for a friend of his, and he raised money because this friend hired another friend as his lawyer. Okay. And then they messed up the whole case, and now they owe like $300,000. Eek.
own money, not hard-earned money.
Nope, someone else. Well, hard-earned money from other people.
Yeah, I mean, it is earned in a way, I guess.
That makes sense because I think I heard them bring up that the PvP.
Yes, I don't know.
This is dark, bud.
And then given to me, I don't think it ever hit my bank account, but it was given to Randazza.
Yeah,
20K was how
yeah. They talk about this Randazza person here.
much Ralph needed to change his life.
I forgot about that.
It did hit my bank account and went by wire transfer to Randazza. So
Did he repeat that
I
twice?
can't remember
He repeated that twice. I didn't rewind it.
right now the specifics of it. I'm happy to look into it. I didn't know it was even shut down. So news to
Okay,
me.
so we're gonna get a little
Stream, man,
further.
It wasn't a Medicare stream, right? It was Kino Casino stream.
Oh, right here. Right here is a great part.
Why are you saying this? Like, why are you acting like this? There's no.
In anime. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is to that. You know, even rich people would at least raise an eyebrow if they lose 20,000. Yeah,
Reason for
I'd hope
this,
so.
man.
I just said, what? Like, it's so funny.
Do you get an emotional response? Maybe.
Tis better
Generally speaking, you're
to
going to
suffer
get
the
very neutral
slings and
response.
arrows of the A-law.
That's how it goes.
So he raised the money to hire his friend Ty Bear for Vic. Ty waited until the last minute to submit the evidence to prove that Vic was defamed, and he lost the case, and now Vic owes $300K in legal fees. Wow. Over a defamation for essay. Holy crap.
The pain behind my eyes, great. Cool. Barnacle says, EFAB the Medicare stream, damn it. It wasn't a Medicare stream, right? It was Kino Casino stream.
Okay, like,
Every frame applause.
he's just gotta be so pedantic. Like,
It wasn't actually the Medicare stream. It was the Kino Casino guy.
featuring Medicare, like, you see, like, the pain in his
Medicare
eyes. Like,
was
you
in
can see
there,
the
like-
sadness in this man's
It
eyes.
was the Medicare extravaganza. You know what it is.
Oh wow, and this guy blacklisted from Funimation. Oh my god. Oh, so it's like actual career ruining for this guy. Wow.
Why does he have to always prove someone wrong?
To be
It's
the
just like-
sad man.
Like, it's, he has to prove.
Why didn't you? I don't really care what other people say about me.
And that was just him going off because Medicare was on Kino Casino, like I said, early on. And he just basically sat there and said to Nick, like, Nick, you fell off, bro. Like, you had the potential. You were there. You're at the door. You had your arm raised. You're about to knock on it, and you said, you know what, fuck this. And, like, you've now just thrown everything away. You've ruined everything. And you're just sitting there in your empire of dirt, like the fucking song goes, and just watching the world burn.
Liar.
At all. Medicare has
Pause.
positive opinion.
You know, that's such bullshit.
But we know.
But everybody cares what people say about them.
Yeah.
When you say that you don't care how people feel about
Oh, so now he hired this Mark Rendezza guy for himself because of the statements that he made. Okay.
It's a lie.
That Nick made, just so Stream knows. So, Jim, you're a lot more knowledgeable in this than I am, so I appreciate it.
Very funny. He said after reading these super chats, he was going to turn off the YouTube stream. He did not turn off the YouTube stream.
Jim's hilarious. Love him.
Love him.
I think
Oh, yeah. I think they got right here with the hard R soft A's.
he's one of the greatest YouTube entertainers.
And this will at least be beeped out because I know Worski beeped this out.
There you go. If he has some perceived problem with me or my life or whatever, cool. Like I can't change his mind,
People have to watch out.
But you could.
and I'm not going to change.
But you could,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea about any of this. I heard the monograph thing, but I had no idea. That makes a lot of sense now.
could change people's mind by changing your behavior.
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know, like this idea that people giving you advice is always a bad thing, or that if you take the advice, you're a puppet or you're a fucking loser. No, sometimes people are giving you good advice.
It's kind of like you gave to the guy John.
Even if they're pieces of shit, like a lot of the time, the advice Kiwi Farms gives is good.
Yeah.
And that's what really burns their ass and burns people's ass the most. So a lot of the time, the advice is good.
Yeah.
You're just not capable of following the advice, and that's why you fucking see that.
Anything I do based on his perceptions, whether they're right or wrong. So what's the point? I don't watch any of this shit. Like, I don't watch other people's opinions of me.
Liar.
Mediker's great. He's very funny. I would watch his content all day. I'm sure he has fucking nailed me to the goddamn cross that he can't build with his COPD body.
See the scene there.
Oh my god. Did they get to the destruction of John? I know how they react to that. I'm gonna try and see if I can get.
Icon of Sin. I'll give you a toast. Consummate to your donate.
Yeah, because this is all the stuff that actually came prior.
Such cope justifications for everything. Like,
It'd be like, oh, yeah.
I think it's actually up in
making fun of me,
here.
Whatever, I don't give a fuck. You know, it'd be move on.
I don't know why that would be a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a thing.
Where is it?
50, 60 hours a week, answering to a boss they don't like, having to make sacrifices.
Yeah,
in
right
terms
here.
of their-
Right here. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go to the 11-minute mark. We'll watch.
I mean, are you trying to tell us you're not seething and that you love this shit? But you're obviously upset. And the reason you're upset is because you read your Kiwi Farms thread every fucking day.
And we're right.
And we're right. Everybody's right. Kiwi Farms is right. Josh is right. We're right. Jim's right. And everybody has different degrees of sympathy for you.
Yeah.
I think Mediker has the most sympathy for
Yeah.
you.
A lot of
I
people.
probably have the least fucking sympathy for him.
I feel
'cause-
bad because I used to be like a bad.
No experience in defamation. Oh, he's an acquisitions lawyer? Jesus Christ. Try this and try to scream about free speech. Oh my god. Oh my
alcoholic,
god.
and I understand the well, not bad, not like this, never like this, but like I've you know, I know addiction, and I know it's rough.
I just think
I will say that Andy offers like some of the most sincere advice here, and PPP offers also sincere advice. It's coming from two different camps. Understand that Worski's going to give advice from the past experience that he's had, and PPP is going to not.
like
sympathize
he's
on the
just
addiction part.
at his age, with the supports that he has in place, with the material advantages that he has, and the audience that he has.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of sympathy
True.
for him. And it's
True.
I just think for the average working person who goes to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, answering to a boss they don't like, having to make sacrifices in terms of their time, not getting to see their children like they might like, you know, the complaints of this fucking pathetic alcoholic about how he doesn't have enough time or enough control over his life,
True.
or how he has to deal with mean haters in the comments. It all sounds a bit fucking rich to those people. It all sounds like you're a big, spoiled, fucking entitled baby who, as you said, has the best job in the world, but you're still not fucking happy because everything in life isn't perfect. And it never will be perfect. It will never always just be pleasure without pain. It will never always just be carefree, no responsibilities. No. There are responsibilities in life. There is pain. There is suffering. There are drawbacks to everything. This is a guy in his 40s. If he can't accept it by now, he's a defective piece of shit, and we all just need to move on and let him die.
Well, there you go. You kind of wanted to know his opinion? There you go, Teddy.
But, you know, there's an opportunity for redemption because he does have thousands of people who fucking care about him. There are many other alcoholics in his position who have nobody who fucking care about
Great
him.
point.
Who have no opportunity
Or
to make
money for
income.
rehab.
Who don't have a legal fucking degree to fall back on. Who don't have a supportive wife or supportive children. And we're supposed to feel bad for this fucking tantruming toddler
Yeah.
in his fucking mid-40s? Get a grip!
He has to go to rehab. That's it. There is no other fucking solution besides fucking rehab. Until he goes to rehab, you're
Well, no,
fucking-
there
you're a
actually
bum.
is. You know what there actually is?
What?
It's called caring about your kids and putting down the bottle.
This is where it gets a little intense.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go to rehab.
No, he does.
No.
He
You
can't.
know what he has to do?
He can't control
Pour
himself.
out all the alcohol and stop buying
He
it.
can't control himself.
Well, that's fucking pathetic.
I know it is.
Well, it's fucking pathetic.
I know it is.
But he thinks he's in control. He thinks he can quit any fucking.
To PPP's unfortunate knowledge, he is wrong here. I do side with Worski here because he's at the point, like, he is literally, like Jim said earlier. Jesus Christ, I've heard John so many fucking times now. I'm saying John. Like Jim said earlier, he's wet-brained. He's pink elephants. He's literally, like, you watch that scene in Dumbo where Dumbo accidentally drinks the fucking alcohol. So he's a little fucking pink elephant. He's doing that. He's got Johns floating around his fucking head. Yeah, he's talking to. He's gone. He's gone. The fact that he can still relatively just, like, it's almost like a primordial fucking level of function for him to be a lawyer at this point.
fucking time. It's not that easy.
I quit without rehab and fucking.
I
could
don't
do
know.
it.
I don't know.
I could do it. Ricada, it's easy.
I disagree with what Andy is saying here. I think he's beyond anything that these two guys have ever experienced. He is going to actually need Suboxone and shit like that because he's going to go through withdrawals. He's going to have shakes. He's going to get ill. Like, he's at that point. He is not going to have a fun time quitting alcohol at this point. He is going to be shaking and sweating in bed like a child.
Stop drinking, lock yourself in a room for a few days with food, and then, like, look at alcohol.
People are saying maybe
Yeah, I did see the whole Comicsgate thing is getting pulled into this now too.
maybe he should go to rehab. But the thing is, he's just
rehab.
he refuses to humble himself to that degree. He refuses to take the first step of admitting that he has a problem.
He said no to rehab?
Of course he said no to rehab.
That's why he needs rehab.
Drinking on the job.
Also, like, he needs that, whatever that medication is, to wean off of alcohol.
Monday.
What is that again? I don't know. What
No
that is.
qualms about it.
I think it's Suboxone that they give you. Because same thing as opioids. Like, you go through the same withdrawals, basically.
And my boss, who's me, won't fire me for it. He may
Yeah, he is drinking because... Yeah, you can see him shake on stream, and he's drinking because he isn't drinking enough. Yeah. Stephen King alcohol. Not... Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Papa,
Listen
don't-
to what he says there, though.
Yeah.
Keep playing it.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
playing it.
Yeah,
Here,
won't fire me for it. He may be pissed off in the morning.
I'm trying to find the
And he can
point.
try and pretend he's not bothered or this doesn't affect him.
I think this is all the pre-stuff. God, I'm trying to find that one stream. See, I didn't prepare this far into it, into advance. I could always look it up because I did watch it. Yeah, here it is. Here's the Dear John
I'm just
segment.
gonna say, this is like
So this is continued on the same stream. I watched this whole stream in entirety. So this is clipped out. That the first section was all the pre stuff. So they didn't even get to, like, the shakes, the saying shit, the telling, John that he can literally go fuck garbage. Like,
full-on schizophrenia. This is Ricada talking to a person no one else has ever heard of, no one else has ever interacted with, no one else has ever seen. For all we know, and for what I'm pretty sure, this person is a figment of Nick Ricada's
It
imagination.
might not even be real.
It is like a schizoid
and like I said, I've got confirmations that it is real.
delusion. So we need some sort of, like, ominous,
my
kind of
response-
scary music.
Oh man.
Yeah, you were saying.
to build it, just because what you're listening to is like
It's gonna be
is
twisted,
madness,
right?
It's madness. He's talking to John, and
Yeah.
John is like, John's not real.
Actually,
Like, John is like it's actually full on schizophrenia.
does he
Like,
look healthier in this one?
Ricada's no, not
Okay.
I love you. I have my family hates me.
Look at his face. Like, that says everything about, like, what they're watching. We're 3 minutes in.
Oh man. Begging is embarrassing. I love you.
Right there. Look at PPP's face.
I have my family hates me. I can't get a job.
Look at him. Like, he's just in shock.
I'm so mentally handicapped. Like I can't do anything. My name is John. All I want to do, I want to die. I want to put a bullet in my mouth, but I can't afford a gun. Texting me this, by the way.
He's speechless.
Is this not already like the most unhinged,
No way.
crazy
See,
fucking shit?
That's the rocking that I'm talking about though with PPP. Like when he gets into like talking shit.
No fucking
Like this actually sounds like the delusions of a schizophrenic fucking nut job. It's
Shut the
crazy.
fuck.
He's like his family
No
hates it. Like
way.
he's saying all.
so super skinny. Like that was
Okay, that's where they're talking about.
Probably not a lot if he was on Social Security. It was $5 a month.
What is wrong with Nick?
Doing this, John. I hate that you're an embarrassing waste of a human whose entire family has disowned him from his crippling mental disabilities.
Holy fucking Nick, you're a piece of
But
shit.
isn't that sad that his family disowned him because of mental illness? Like, it's a very sad story.
Why is he telling us this?
No reason to tell us this.
No,
It's just petty revenge on like some random guy.
from Kiwi Farms. That's it.
It's to make him feel good. Yeah, it's his therapy.
My life is not. You think my life is bad? You should see John's life.
This is a cry for help.
Who can't fucking walk to a hospital, who can't call a cab to a hospital, who has to call a YouTube streamer to cry and say,
Okay.
I'm not worth living.
I'm
I don't know
gonna
what to
just
do.
vote here and say that guy is probably dead now from a pillow.
Well, look
overdose.
at how evil he is.
This is like
Look at that.
he's like casting a spell.
Look at him.
You talking to me? It's very like
It's like
Robert
Grimo,
De Niro,
Grimo
isn't it?
worm tongue.
Fuck.
So when you pay $5 a month, and that person like, hey, dude, please, literally don't rafter yourself. Please don't do that, John. Right, John?
Now, mind you, these guys watch Ralph for a living. Like, they're used to insane fucking takes.
Right, John?
Please don't do that.
Was this
Because you
yesterday?
begged me to save you. Because your family wouldn't save you. Because you were garbage. Because you couldn't save you. Because you're garbage. Because you don't have any friends to save you. Because you're garbage. Only person on earth you could reach.
Evil Nick. This is the evil Nick arc.
Yeah. He's
Holy
just like, this is
shit.
like more ruthless than the stuff Ralph will say.
This is like a Ralph fucking style.
It's because you're garbage.
You know,
and your
yeah.
whole family.
Yeah.
John.
This is Joker. This is
they'll
Joker.
save her. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I was watching this earlier. I'm like, this is like Heath Ledger Joker, like comic book villain,
I heard
mustache
you upstairs.
twirling.
I think this is worse than oh my god. I know the words I want to say. This is worse than Heath Ledger Joker. This is Joaquin Phoenix level Joker. He has just reached the top of the stairs, and we're gonna descend.
Screaming. It was
Dancing the whole way.
like, no way. I'm like, what? Like, well, he must got something good tonight.
They'll save the illegal immigrants, but not you, John.
Dogs
because
his
you're
estate?
you're white,
Ralph.
John. But then you said he was Korean earlier. Like, is he white? Is he Korean?
Bro,
What
this-
is he? Like,
John's
what manifestation of, like...
John's probably dead.
John is probably dead.
I think
Or is
so.
this just every Kiwi farmer he doesn't like?
I don't know, man.
Save yourself. You had no one to call except when someone paid $5 a month to be your friend. And then they did give you friendly advice all the time. They talk to you, right? Because you reached out. You said, I'm so embarrassed, right? Because you reached out. You said, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so pathetic. So I want to kill myself. Then I'm going to go to the clinic. John, I have to put.
Thank you. Exactly, Teddy. Like that's why like Heath Ledger like was fucked up in the head, but like the Joaquin Phoenix like was a spiral into the depths of mental illness.
Ooh.
Like that's what is going on here.
Like it's like a Fight Club. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's his own persona.
They're true right here. Like this is like if you've ever seen the movie Fight Club, like I don't know if I'm gonna ruin a movie that's 30 years old at this fucking point. But basically the whole movie is in his head. Like the whole thing doesn't happen. It's not real.
And he's trying his split personality.
Durden? Tyler Durden.
John is his Tyler Durden. He's trying to convince himself to walk to the hospital.
Yeah.
And so what happens is this guy has a mental break. He's like a normal day-to-day guy, kind of like Nick, and he has a fucking mental break. And he actually creates this personification inside of his own mind that he believes is real. That is Tyler Durden. And Tyler Durden is a tough thing, a concept of himself that he wishes to be like. And he goes through all of these things, and you see him get into these bare knuckle boxing type events and these bare knuckle fights, and he gets the living crap beat out of him, and you find out that none of it's real. He did this to himself. Like,
in for rehab.
Yeah.
He's battling within himself.
Where is
I-
my mind?
Where is my mind?
Oh my gosh.
Nick Rekieta in Minnesota.
John
But Nick
Rekieta.
Rekieta of Minnesota is my emergency
I want to watch to the point that they get to the garbage thing, because that was like, yeah.
contact. I'm still his fucking faggot's emergency contact. Still there. Here's why.
This is
We're gonna
fucking.
go through this. I talked this man off the ledge. Hours of time.
That's the look that they both give each other right here is so fucking telling.
Hours of time.
I talked him off the ledge. It didn't matter which way he came off the ledge, right?
Hey, man, please, just don't kill yourself. Life is worth this. Life is worth this. People like you. Little did I know that John, oh my God, would go so far down the road that his life was so worthless that no one on earth wanted him to not die, other than the YouTuber.
He just kept going and going. There's parts of this that are cut out. You understand, right? This went over an hour about John.
It didn't go quite that long.
Get any donations?
No. Everyone's just like, why are you doing this? What did John do?
This man actually mortified an entire audience.
It's like kids are in the other room. This is
Yes.
this is a father of 5 children.
Like you were saying, Teddy.
And
How
like
are you-
I haven't said this before, but like right now I kind of feel this. Like I kind of fear for the 5 kids.
I fear for the family.
I kind of fear for the family
He's
because
gotta be
like
in rehab. He's got to.
this is beyond,
This is
man.
rehab. This is like rehab for like months, not just like a week in rehab. No, this is like 3 months in rehab.
Like imagine you're his
Self-reflection.
son or his daughter listening to this.
John, John, I saved you.
Dada.
'Cause you're pathetic.
Can you stop drinking, Dada? Like, no, fuck you! Don't tell me what to
He's a
do,
homeschool teacher.
John.
Is he a homeschool teacher?
His wife is.
Oh, okay.
Radio Bunny gifted a sub.
Let's fucking go. Thank you so much. Okay.
Like they look like they've been through war at this point. Like, do they not?
I really
That was a glorious. Holy shit.
That is toast.
He's cooked.
Pardon the pun. Toast. Get
He's
it?
toasted. He's cooked.
That's such a dad
he
joke.
is fucking. Hang on. I'm gonna
like,
mute. I'm gonna mute for a second.
This is funny. Okay. We gotta go back.
Mute for a second. I want to say something. Hang on. I'm gonna mute for a second.
So Andy does like all the best that he can here. To say something to PPP, cover his mouth so nobody can see, and like so no one on camera can see, and tell PPP something that like he's thinking at this moment that he doesn't want the audience to hear out loud.
I didn't want to like say anything like give anyone any idea.
No, but at what point? I mean, you're right. Like, at what point is the 5150 considered?
So that's what he just basically mentioned. And you can see Worski's like, oh shit, you just said that out loud. Basically, he said, he's like, I think they need the 5150 Nick. And if you don't know what a 5150 is, it's basically at least a hold against your will for up to 72 hours for observation, because you're a danger to yourself or you're a danger to those around you.
Oh, I raised the mic again.
Yeah. No, but like at what point is it actually considered? Because this isn't
And you know what? I don't think PPP is wrong here for like bringing this out in the open. Like I understand Worski was trying to be nice, but
a
like,
man that's well. This is obviously not a mentally well person.
oh, I was in on one of Nick's live streams and I asked him about, because he was sick. So Nick has been sick recently. He had 107-degree temperature that he, the messiah of lawyers, has lived through. Something that, like, if you look it up, is like technically unlivable. Like, he should be dead. His brain should have cooked like an egg in a pan. And he lived through this. And he comes on and he does a stream talking about, I was so sick. And, like, all I did was sit in there and say, did you take a limo or a jet to the hospital?
They're abusing themselves horribly with substances.
I wasn't the only one either.
Dying on
I had to do some other stuff. I was on lunch break, but so I had to leave. But yeah, it was fun.
Dying on
camera.
stream while like threatening some like nearly homeless guy. I mean, it just doesn't. It's really sick.
Buddy, he is fucking twisted.
Go away. Like, go find anyone to care about.
Wait, Maryland.
Because his family.
Okay, we're at Maryland. Okay.
And yet, I walk this man, hold his dick through the night. Please don't die. Please just recognize that there's life ahead of you. What does he do? Right, John? Right, John? You embarrassing piece of shit. Rackets is not what I thought he was. He's just not this, that. John.
Oh, wait.
I mean, you're not what I thought you were either. Right? I mean, I thought Ricada was kind of a shady, shyster type individual that was money grubbing and didn't really have any
All
true
true.
principles. Like,
Let's
this is
go,
what I
felt
thought
it,
about him
etc.
basically from day one. But I didn't think he was like a sadistic lunatic.
Yeah.
That would like threaten his supporters like private details and tell these embarrassing stories.
Mind you, we started out at like they think he's having a schizophrenic break, and we've now graduated to
Because
this.
he was
Embarrassing.
upset at
Sad story.
yeah,
It's
sad
like,
story because
sad.
he's upset at Kiwi Farm. Like I just didn't really peg him as this type of person, and I don't think he was that person until now.
Yeah.
Like I think he's like actually
twisted.
deteriorated completely from the alcoholism.
Well, the opposite jobless Johnny. JK.
Could eat one more McDouble in French.
Okay, we're at Caesar salad McDouble part.
What is he looking at?
Entities, like, for real. Then you go see him.
I can't afford a hospital. John, you can't afford a fucking Taco Bell burrito, right? You can't do that. Go to a
That's-
hospital.
Well, look, okay, someone asked, and it's true. Does he think that people think that cruelty is cool? I think he does have that mindset right now. It's like
Like mental
Yeah.
illnesses and shit like that.
no, but like you said, Nick hasn't given us an actual reason to hate him. He's like, oh, he told you that you should stop drinking?
Wait a minute,
Dude,
how is he
like, John-
fat when he can't even afford food?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
I don't know. He's Korean, he's white, he's fat, he's starving. None of like I don't. That's where I'm like borderline. Is this even a real person?
No, I think literally he's just trying to be insulting. You know what I mean? I think this is a guy. Because this is sort of like how Nick sort of thinks of like Josh Moon or us probably.
I don't know why he feels like the guy deserves
It's
it.
not even in jest. It's like,
I don't know.
well, the guy wrote something on Kiwi Farms about his drinking. Like, oh man, sue him.
Oh no.
and you start
Oh, you
walking
can't because you're not a real lawyer.
towards the clinic. That
Didn't you have a clip but you couldn't find it? No, someone a DM did about like they were like, oh, you should find this clip on the Clip channel in the comments. But apparently, Nick said the other day that he wishes he was disbarred so he wouldn't have to pretend to be a lawyer anymore.
Oh my god. Deadman for 10. Did we get that one in?
No.
Nick Rekieta, more like Jack Torrance. This is seriously unhinged, and I'm waiting to find the ninth.
If you don't know who Jack Torrance is, that's The Shining. That's the guy breaking an axe through the door.
It's funny. It's a reference of a movie. Get it?
It's literally the only thing you need to do. Like, John, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, John, you can't afford a gun. You can't kill yourself. What you can do, buy a Caesar salad from McDonald's and die that way. It's like, I don't even like Caesar. I'm like, unless he's in your ass. I got it.
What?
So
Was that even, like, coherent?
No.
He doesn't like Caesar salad unless it's up his ass?
I'll tell you what it is.
What is this guy talking about?
He always used to do these little diatribes where he would like.
So
No,
bring it back. Like, let's
I don't
hear it.
know what's
What the
going
fuck
on.
is he
That way?
talking about?
You can't kill yourself. I'm like, John. He's like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, John, you can't afford a gun.
Oh
You
my
can't kill yourself. What you
God.
do, buy a Caesar salad from McDonald's and die that way. It's like, I don't even like Caesar. I'm like,
Okay, whoever said that was in Batman, stop it. Like, that's a lie. That's a lie.
unless he's in your ass. I got it.
He doesn't like Caesar.
Try, he
unless
couldn't
it's in
buy a
his
gun.
ass. So, like,
When he kill himself, he
if
couldn't buy
Caesar
nothing.
dressing is like cum.
The
Oh.
bitch can't do any of this stuff. Doesn't have the resources to kill himself. I'm like, John, you don't have to do that. You just
Like,
get up
Baldo's advocate.
and walk to the hospital. You call the hospital and say, hey, here's where I
Jesus
am.
Christ, man.
Can you come pick me up? I'm having.
Yeah, this needed to be 30
We're
seconds.
not even halfway through this. This
Oh
didn't
my
even
God.
need to
They don't finish, Teddy. Just so you know, they don't finish.
happen. There was no need for this ever.
Fuck everyone. We hope you're enjoying the show. This is insane.
I'm gonna kill myself if I don't get some help. The idea is they go and talk to some counselor, some therapist, or whatever. They identify their problems. They're like,
Here we
"Hey,
are.
John. Why can you not?"
Bog77 says,
Here we are. We're at the point. This is where they basically gave the fuck up after this. This blows them away so badly that PPP and Worski are like, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're not watching any more of this shit. He is off his rocker. Like, they don't even finish. Mind you, like, it's basically done at this point, but
to speak to John.
Is John with him in the room right now? Like,
Yeah.
is John real? Look at the anguish Rekieta's in, man. He's just so hate.
Jesus, this man is off his, like, insane. Like, I cannot.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
this is
never seen anything like
he's
this.
in, like, torment. Like, this is actual hell.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
Look at that. He's on the verge of tears.
Bobby. This is actually nuts. Can't wait. Towers start erupting in the background. God. Fuck. It's over for Rekieta. There is no coming back from this.
No, not to the level he was at. No,
He has to now
no.
become. This is the only way that Rekieta will fix this.
Transition and become a Democrat-based lawyer who's got tits.
Is if
I
he
know.
becomes a like sober streamer, but his channel's now about sobriety, and it's showing the
I don't know. I could see drunken trans Nick taking off.
steps of like quitting booze and like motivational speeches. I've seen these channels, right? Like I watched them when to stay on the straight and narrow, right? He has to become a fucking an alcoholic teaching alcoholics how to quit booze. The lawyer's stick is over.
Any way sustain any employment? Like, well, because I can't stop masturbating. Thought of children. Holy shit! I can't stop masturbating in public. Look, John, that's fucking gross. Like, why can you not do that? He's like, because I'm disabled. You're not disabled. That's not disabled, John. Disabled is you can't walk.
Yeah. Nick won't do that at all. Never, ever.
fucked up is you can't stop doing what you do. Way different.
Did I just say John? Or did he say John? I meant to say Jim if I didn't. I'm stopping. Oh my god. This is serious. I'm gonna have to go get counseling.
So it's sitting there like, we want to employ this guy. He's got a good recommendation. He's got all this stuff. We just can't, because even when he applies for a garbage man, all we can think of is, will he fuck the garbage? Will we feel bad about it?
This is
The answer to both those questions is obviously yes.
the garbage.
This guy is begging me to save his life. Me, because you know why? His dad won't do it. His mom won't do it. His girlfriend won't do it. His ex-girlfriend won't do it. I don't know if he has a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, the number says this makes me want to quit drinking.
This could be an ad for stop drinking at this fucking rate. Like, honestly, if you frame this with the right light, cut him out, put it on a black background, it's almost like that thing where, I can't remember the dude's name, but he ended up doing a hit and run when he was drunk. And I don't know what lawyer he went to, but he got like the legal advice or something to basically do like a YouTube video basically saying, I fucked my whole life up. Here's why you shouldn't drink. And like, actually, the video is still out there in the ether. Like, I've seen it. We're going back a ways with this, but Jesus.
Boyfriend or ex-boyfriend that he met at Super America or whatever, they won't do it. Siblings won't do it. The state won't do it. Teachers won't do it. Priests won't do it. Nobody on earth would save this guy's life, including himself. But he calls YouTuber. The YouTuber spends a bunch of time. It's like, hey man, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I know life sucks right now. I know it's hard to connect
Quit
with your family. I
drinking,
know you're
it does
fucking
rule, guys. Like, I'm seeing chat, I quit. If you can handle it, keep going. Have fun once in a while. Be responsible. If you can't handle it, and this is like, trust me, man, it gets better. It's tough at first, but
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, okay. If there's some thought out there in the world where, like, if you're 30 something and you go somewhere and everyone's like, let's drink, and you're like, no, I really don't want to. Guess what? You're still going to have the fucking friends in the morning. This shit is a guaranteed fucking way to not have the fucking friends in the morning.
connected. I know you. It's an insurmountable amount of money.
Probably because he talked them all off the edge the wrong way. Telling them that they're garbage and they're not man enough to end game. God.
Oh my
Can I
god.
help you? How do I get you connected to your family? Like,
yeah, DACA.
what is it? What is it? $1,000 bus ticket? Literally
Alright.
offered to buy.
I think we
This-
get the
We're
at a
gonna
certain
repeat.
point. It's like we get the point with
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah,
Like this is
really
like
good.
we might revisit it. I might go. I'll go back on our own time and we'll watch it.
Yeah,
and see
yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
Exactly. Like if you got friends that are like, oh, you're lame, I don't want to hang out with you anymore because you won't drink. Dude, I got responsibilities. Like I said, like with this stuff, I would have to make a substantial amount of money to ever consider doing professional streaming in any way. I do this shit as a hobby. Like, I highly value being able to go do my job. And I cannot go do my job in that state. Sure as fuck can't.
Anything but like he is repeating.
And if anybody has a problem with that, I'm sorry. I need to live. You and me drinking tonight ain't going to pay my bills tomorrow. Okay, so that was the end of that segment. I thought there was one more where I wanted to go over. That's the newer stuff. Certain things the menu don't do. I don't know. We might have gotten them all on this channel. Okay, yeah, we got that one. So I think the only one left is this one, right? Oh, actually, we could even watch this one too. So this goes back to the post on the hell forum that nobody likes to ever go to, that doesn't exist in the world. I'm on the forum that doesn't exist. So in here he talks about how you hope a terminally ill man dies, etc., and all that stuff. Again, this is John, right? So here, let's watch what let's watch what Jim Medeker actually said about Ricada that upset him.
My intention with it was, and this is a funny meme, and it's really funny.
Sure.
It's the well, I'm pretty sure it was Nick Ricada, right? It was like, I wish you $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing with you're not man enough to, you wouldn't even be man enough to do it, and like even if you were able to, that and the garbage statements are probably like the two, like I again, if it's a kayfabe kind of thing, it is the best one that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
To him, right?
Yeah,
And so
he
I was
is
like,
bitter
oh,
and aggressive.
Like, what is this all about? So I looked at it, I was like, I'm still confused as to what the fuck is going on. But I've been using that line for everything.
Yo, dude, yeah, it's so
I've been
good.
using it for, it's just an everyday conversation. I wish you $1 million hats. It's just fucking great.
So what they're talking about right here is Ricada said, "I wish you $1 million," when referring to Null, who's the lead wrangler down at the farms that doesn't exist and we definitely didn't look at. He's the owner of the farm down there, and he basically just was going over things, and he kind of wished an end to Null, which was kind of aggressive at the very least. And he kind of tried to backtrack it immediately by saying, "I wish you $1 million."
Yo,
Basically saying, I wish you win your lawsuit.
oh my god, bro, did you see what happened with Ricada? Fucking two.
It was kayfabe. I'm building him a statue. The problem though is it's designed to be unlikable heel. Yeah. I can't see anyone financially supporting someone who would be okay with. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The whole kayfabe thing does have its limits. Like, you can't push it to that level.
2 nights ago.
Are you talking about the
Johnny?
the Dear John thing?
Dear John, oh my god, that was brutal. Did you watch the whole thing? Did you watch any of that?
Yeah. So my opinion on that is,
Oh, so this is the post. I didn't realize that. Okay, so this comes after the Dear John video. Okay, yeah, because it's the 24th. So this would be 4 days later. So this is the second time Jim comes back on. I think this is on Kumite 2, which, by the way, there's now a Kumite 2. I'm actually looking forward to this if it actually takes off and becomes Kumite in a way, which I think it could. It'll take a while to get there. But, so yeah, this is the reaction. So this is kind of an inception thing here. You got the reaction to Jim's action. So you got Dear John, which we watched, and we've even watched parts of the PPP and Worski reaction to that. Now this is Jim reacting to him about like what he said about him and all this and everything else.
nuanced.
Okay, it's nuanced. All right.
So my opinion on that's nuanced. Do I think Ricada is wrong in saying that it's weird that there's this parasocial shit where this guy's like heavily on his dick and then hates him? No, I think it probably is fucking weird as shit.
I said the same thing. Yeah, I said the same thing.
But I think like when you're a little too many sheets to the wind, you know, you're level-headed, kindness can seem cruel, and your eloquent points become you know, a bit mean-spirited.
yeah.
And so I think what he was trying to impart to his audience about his experience with feeling betrayed is what he felt by this guy. Just came off as mean, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's like, "Oh man, you should kill yourself, but you can't even afford the bullet to shoot yourself in the head. Your family hates you." Revealing like,
I mean, I was sitting there, yeah, because I was sitting there watching it and thinking, like, okay, so this is some guy who he had some weird relationship with, some fan that donated money to.
By the way, Jim has the most analytical take on this ever. Like, you can tell he's gone through enough crap, especially personal life, obviously, but you can tell he's been through enough that, like, to be able to analytically look at this whole conversation this way, it's pretty fucking big brained.
to him. And then like he's somehow an emergency contact. He calls him up with like the, I'm feeling suicidal shit. And Ricade is on the phone with him all night. And then something happens.
It's too good to be kayfabe. You're right.
And now this guy's, like criticizing him in every regards, weekly or whatever the fuck it is. And so I think Ricade is hurt by that and probably feels betrayed by that. I'd probably pissed off about it. And it's like, I don't begrudge him that, but I think it just, I don't think it came off like he thought it came off. And I think his audience, the audience that he's cultivated, looks at that and they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you saying this shit, man? It like makes it just, I don't know. I think, I don't know what's going on with it.
Now, if you pay attention to the chat over here, you can see they're talking about the person that I showed you.
Yeah.
Like, is he reading Kiwi Farms every day and like
yes,
melting down over it? I don't know.
Oh, he is, dude. Cause like he's really fallen into that trap of being obsessed with every little thing.
Rhea Ripley or Roman Reigns is airing out his personal stuff of a fan. Yep, exactly. If Nick wanted to be a heel, he can do it by saying, I'm the best law Hoover. Oh, he's actually kind of played a good internet heel. He did. I will give you that.
That is
Ralph, when he could put on a performance, not the freaking shaky tooth bastard that is rotten in a Mexican tin can. Like, when he could put on the performance, he was really good.
About him, right? And he's drinking every day. If you scroll, like, honestly,
that's kind of what I mean, Teddy. Yeah, like he's just he's been through it enough that he can take this and look at it for what it is, very, very black and white.
Scroll to what he looked like 3 years ago. Just open up his video tab and hit down, scroll down. In fact, I'll put it on scron. I'll put it on screen too.
While you're doing that, I mean, like the crazy thing to me is, like, and I said this when I was on the casino, and I really mean it. He is really one of only.
They'll keep getting.
Now listen to this. This is just, he says the same thing twice here. If you know what he had said previously, basically, Medicare came on, said this stuff, and then Nick had his Dear John stream, and then Medicare comes back and basically says, "Look, what I said holds up." And this is what he said.
I've ever met
favored nations
where I thought
status
this guy is going to parlay his internet shit into an actual career.
Yeah,
like this is going to, when you look at the way he handled the trials and shit when he was doing, his big trials where he's hitting 100,000 people, right? The forum and the format, the flow of
that is absurd. Think about that. Having a trial, you're a lawyer just talking to a camera, giving breakdowns about a trial, and you have 100,000 people watching you. That is absurd. That is, again, I always conceptualize this stuff, and the only way I can conceptualize it is to take a stadium, like an actual professional football stadium, fill it completely, then in the center of the field on the 50-yard line, where you got the nice logo for whatever team it is, you put a desk with a camera, a computer, and a little power cable run to it, and then you just set this person down out there. That's the equivalent of what is going on. Like, that is mind-boggling to me.
Of it, the comedy, the relaxed nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was Nick.
That was Nick.
That was Nick's shit. That was stuff that he got set up. He turned it into fucking a crazy successful thing.
Oh, it's good.
And I thought, if he were to do like an elevator pitch, if he were to go to like a station with something like this, I could see him getting a TV show out of it. They integrated, like back in the day, there used to be Tech TV, right? At Tech TV, like you had a Call for Help with like Leo Laporte and stuff. So they had like a TV show with internet integration, and this is back in the old days, right?
Okay.
I thought like, I could picture Nick doing something like this on Court TV, and they've got some
16,000, and they're not even that big. Wow. And they're big views in July when Baldwin goes on trial. Yeah. With the whole Rust thing.
Kind of like web integration with it. and he's gonna have like it's gonna be fucking crazy successful for him. I really
It can only be hilarious and trolly. So sad. I hope Nick tells me to fuck garbage after this. He might tell you to go get a burrito, Teddy. The thing I appreciate about Jim is how he can be hilarious and trolly and have some insanely deep insight. He really can. He runs the gambit so very well.
thought he was like on the cusp of that.
I said I was even like after I saw him on Netflix and I saw what was happening with everyone watching Nick, it was like crazy. I'm like, there is
Like, realize, like, to put this in perspective, there are so few YouTubers, people that started out doing what I'm doing here, sitting in front of a camera to several people, like, not big audiences, work hard at it, grow their audience so big that they draw the eye line of network television to then break out and transfer from YouTube to actually network TV in some sphere. The only person I can think of offhand would be Sam Hyde, but I don't know a lot of YouTubers that have really broken crossover. I think Filthy Frank did some stuff for a little while. Like, a lot of people, like, it took them years to get there. Years. Like, it's not a short play. Like, it was years. They had an it factor to them on top of whatever content they were covering or doing.
there's no way he won't have a show like that. Like an online, I thought it'd be like a Netflix deal or something, or like what you said.
Oh yeah, like Netflix too. Yeah, I mean I say
Or
TV.
like-
Nobody watches TV.
Yeah, or like you know, all those other streaming services. I thought for sure because it would have been like the perfect type of show, right? Where you get like an editor to get all the massive parts of a certain trial, and then you like have him in a bunch.
By the way, I do got a very important announcement that I'm going to give you guys at the end of the stream. Something that I'm working on. So if you know anybody that's like willing to help me out, I'm working on a passion project that I'm very, very passionate about. But I need to find people that have the mindset to be able to watch or have prior knowledge of Twitch poll and YouTube poll. So because I don't have the willpower to sit through some of those streams. I'm sorry. Yeah, EDB. 750,000 basically. Streams are hitting 60K at the lowest. The one from yesterday is 140. Holy shit. Nick could easily be doing that for those videos. Yeah. Same thing, but yeah, Bo Burnham, probably one of the biggest YouTube success stories yet.
Of
Yeah,
on a panel.
it's just
We need a
insane.
show with higher production, with like an Alex Jones style, set. I thought that was on the way. I literally thought that was on the way. And then one
I'd rather fucking go with it or without the garbage bag in it.
day, I just like stopped paying attention, came back, and I went, "What the fuck?" So
Well, yeah, it is really weird. Like I don't I don't know what's going on. Like I really don't.
This
It really baffles
right
me
here.
because, like,
This is what's going
I
on.
saw him at like the height of that, and I thought, yeah, I mean, he was doing shit I could never approach. Like my most successful stream, I think, was like maybe 30,000.
yeah,
Like he blew that out of the fucking water. Like he's doing numbers.
100K, like, something.
Yeah, he's doing numbers that are like crushing the top people on Twitch, the top people on YouTube. It was fucking insane, and he was getting a shit ton of money in donos too.
Oh yeah.
So I thought- and you had
175K.
all these people coming on from channels with like huge amounts of subs. Everybody wanted to be on his show. It was the hottest fucking thing. And then it like
With garbage bag and practice safe sex. Going with bag, it's so soft and warm feeling.
it just flipped for some reason. It flipped, and then he started like just
You know what? I don't mind that my stream is slightly degenerate. I'm fine with
I
this.
guess drinking a lot. I don't know.
It's definitely the drinking, dude. Like I would say right now, like
At least it's not Baldo degenerate.
it's a bottle a day. And basically, like, 'cause I'm 100 days sober now today, And actually, it's going to be about 101 in a few hours. Amazing. So
Wait a minute. But then why did you send me that video earlier of you snorting coke?
you weren't supposed to fucking tell anyone.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you were like, "Hey, I'm celebrating my 100th sobriety."
No, we are definitely not flamenco.
Want to come on?
Andy,
Want to come
I was
on?
like, Andy, I don't think you
Went
understand
a
how this
different
works.
direction with.
But no. So basically, like, I'll watch videos every now and then.
Look at the chat.
Just to watch like what it does to you and all that stuff. Just to keep me on the straight and narrow. And basically, what happens is it destroys the actual pathways in between your thoughts. So when you're thinking of something to actually doing something, or
Celebrate
rationalizing
ski.
it, like your frontal cortex, it like starts to like actually deteriorate that section of your brain.
So, I mean, honestly, I'm not going to keep playing this, but that's basically all Jim said. It was like, dude fell off. I mean, honestly, like, I don't want to waste your guys' time. That's really all Jim said was, yeah, he fell off. Like, I don't fucking know. You want to talk about, like, think about that. Like, two, like, huge names contrasting obvious, like, areas. Ethan Ralph was pulling pretty fucking good numbers for what he did. Not Ricada numbers, but still, for what he did, pulling pretty good numbers. He can't even break like $7. And now you got freaking Nick Ricada, who's millions of dollars, and he can't even break casino. Like, that is absurd. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on here about a lot of stuff related to monograph stuff. I haven't gotten a chance to watch, obviously. But now that I know a little more, thanks, Jim. Watch my full episode and video on Taylor. I said Tyler. Oh my god. My brain is scrambled eggs right now after going through that war. Holy shit. But yeah, that's basically the whole Ricada unhinged. Holy shit. What the fuck happened? Hold on, Teddy. I will watch that in a second. I'm going to try something here. I think if I do this, I can now go here. I don't know if this will work. I'm trying this new software, and I'm like should be able to like change stream names and stuff. I don't even know what to call it. We'll just go with just chatting. I don't know. You guys can't see this, thankfully. I am not able to spell right now, and I'm so thankful. Oh no, your power just went out? Oh shit, man. Well, hopefully everything's okay. Obviously, power going out, obviously not okay. Look, whatever you do, just don't find any stray trash cans. Nick just took Jim's power. Oh my god. Alright, so if I do that, and then... Okay, what happens? Okay, everything's still running. So now I should be able to... Copy current address? Is that what I want to do?